our pre-game chat and eat Chinese chicken salad time.
I'm just drinking water.
There's water in my glass. It's frozen.
I was going to say, I doubt that's water.
I wanted to make sure I properly set the theme for your guys' chances, so I wore a Wayland-Yutani shirt.
Yeah, we really need to find a pyromaniac.
Is there anyone just like hiding nearby that's into fire? Or killing undead things?
Which would have been a good week for a guest character. Everybody ready for the, we all ready for the 4th? Or nothing we're gonna do?
Nope, not at all. One of my programs is apparently capturing the control key and not having it pass through to OBS. Interesting. We have no plans. Everywhere we'd want to do anything will be crowded with people pulling trailers, and I don't plan on going anywhere near them.
Can't blame you. They're out on the road today, just at work. The 4th of July traffic's already started, and it's already bad.
That's
Wow.
on Friday?
Yeah, it's on Friday, which is going to make this a terrible weekend to do anything up here.
We were going to have turkey tacos on Friday, remember? You can come over for turkey tacos. Why? Where are you going?
They won't be drunk till Friday night.
We're not drunk. We got a spare bedroom.
I ordered repair parts for my boat trailer. They're supposed to get here this week, but I doubt it.
I'm getting ready to look into modular/manufactured homes right now. Possibly moving my sister onto the property instead of the Lodge Road house.
She's a little isolated.
She feels isolated. That property is kind of out of the way. It is more wilderness than here because it's actually straight up against a mountain. Like her back porch is literally a vertical wall right next to it. And we kind of looked at it and it's like, there's room on this property. We wouldn't see the house unless we were at the garage leaving. It's right next to the solar, so she'd have no utility bills, no internet bills, no propane bills. And then I could sell the Lodge Road house and I come out ahead.
And pool.
Yeah, we'll cover the pool and the modular and some left over. Problem is we have to put in the modular in the pool before I sell that place, because obviously she needs a place to move to. Yeah. That's also another reason to be encouraged to sell the Lodge Road house. That's the only one I'd actually be worried about catching fire. You're right up against the mountain. If there's ashes falling down from a fire behind it, they're going to land on your roof, and there's a lot of stuff to catch fire there because you can't access the property.
You gotta have a roof first.
And she's got one. It's only extremely
Mostly?
flammable.
Just mostly.
Yeah, because that was the first property to lose the fire coverage. The rest of them took longer. And it was also the one we were worried about burning down when that creek fire was happening because they were getting ashes falling on the property. And yeah, if those landed on that hill, it could have easily sparked one.
I can't believe my dad's house made it through that.
Yeah, when we drove
Doesn't it
up
have a thing
there.
on it? A setup for the, the whole thing on the staging area.
What saved my dad's house is they used his property as a staging area because of how open it was. So all the equipment was already there. So he lost one tree and one fence post, and that was it. But the creek fire stopped on my dad's property.
I just realized they're gonna get a little bit of a cool off for 4th of July. Just a couple degrees.
Well, he found the fake cat. No. I'm fake. Lick. Lick. Lick.
Let me go.
He's a good boy.
Oh, he's hungry.
Rude.
Tell him. So far, I haven't seen us echoing on the thing. That's good.
Man, I got so many of those filled in circles last time, and I got like 2 things. So rude.
I don't know what you guys were doing to get all that. Oh, I do see. See a couple here. There. We don't need those extra cameras up on Alchemy since we're not using them. I do wish the Alchemy camera feed was would have worked right for us, because that was really nice having that up there.
Yeah, the Alchemy built-in system just had constant little glitches.
Yeah, and it's such a good BTT. I'm really liking Alchemy. It needs some polish. It's still not as glitchy as Roll20 though, so.
On the right side, I have basically copied it, the built-in one in Alchemy. So I have Discord as a pop-out window with all the cameras on one side, which is exactly what Alchemy would be doing anyways if I had to show video.
Yeah, it's just nice for Alchemy for OBS, just being able to go, hey, here's my browser grab, put the cameras up. You guys fought Steve and Laggy yet?
What?
Monster Hunter?
No.
They just added Steve and Laggy.
Well,
I
it
saw
was
that it
Steve was the
updated,
extra one.
but
Yeah,
didn't touch it.
And then, so we actually have, voice acting saying their names now, so we have the proper pronunciation for, the Geocris and Seregios. And it's not Alatreon bad, but it's, none of us say it the way they say it.
I think I'm just waiting till the expansion for Wilds before I jump back in. The updates are just adding 2 monsters. Like, it's cool to get 2 monsters, but it's not enough to get me to get excited to play the game again, especially when I normally have to do other stuff to get to them.
I really like Wilds, but it's like every Monster Hunter. It's good, but it's not really good until we get Master Rank.
Yeah, because the thing is, low rank and high rank, there's a little overlap, but like half the creatures don't even exist in one, so it feels like just one long rank. Whereas Master Rank's everything added, and then a couple pinnacle bosses.
I can turn the fan on, but it looks like it's doing fine. I don't think it's audio. Oh, we need the fan going in here. It's fan season. It is not be in the office without the fan on time.
My sister had to use a blanket over here. Just like you. He's been wearing sleeveless shirts.
I mean, I could click the button and make it freeze in here.
I lived through that.
Well, that's because I had the thermostat in there was upstairs where it was hot.
But it could be like when my my grandma lived with us, and it's like, you know, it's 105 outside, and you step outside to cool off because grandma's got the heater going. She had bad circulation, so she felt cold, and she was one of those people that if she didn't feel warm, then well, that's cold. There's no neutral.
And put on a sweater.
Well, she would have a sweater and 2 blankets and the heater going, and it would be set to like 85. And holy crap, Grandma, you're killing us.
Yeah, my office is warming up right now because I have windows open for extra light. Because if I don't have light in here, the background doesn't disappear anymore.
If windows.
Plus, then I'm completely in darkness.
Or extra dark.
Camera a little bit there. I do like my little puffball mic on the right side, but I'm not used to it being here yet, so I keep seeing it. I'm like, what is next to me? Look, I 3D printed a phaser.
Nice.
I mean,
oh, that's what was making noise last time we were doing this.
Yeah, it was this phaser printing. And it's like a knockoff. It's not like an actual Star Trek phaser, but no, it's close enough. But
oh yes, the actual ones from real life.
It's got a great big tab, to put the pieces together, and they wouldn't go and it ended up breaking. So I just like do part epoxy resin the whole thing together. I'm like, yeah, that's strong enough. I gotta paint that before the next Star Trek game, which I think we're taking 2 weeks off now. This week it lands on the 4th, and despite the fact that we have like 2 Canadians and 2 Europeans, apparently we're gonna skip. And then next week was a planned skip because Chesh is going to be out of town. So I think it was Chesh out of town. So can't do it without the producer. So I think we're skipping 2. We actually are talking about a one-shot on next week. Something to fill the gap in. Thierry was saying he might do a Starfinder. He was down to do a Starfinder. I offered to try like Dreams of Machines, same Star Trek, or something else. I half-jokingly said I should do Unnatural Disaster, which is the one that is the Transformers, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, My Little Pony crossover. Because that's a thing. Well, and I'm really tempted. Humble Bundle has one for $40 right now that has a whole bunch of core books in it. We're probably gonna buy it, yeah. It's hot. What's going on?
And the humidity's up today.
I need to get one of the bigger fans in and put it over here so it blows through the office again, but
I got a box fan if you want that.
we got a couple box fans and we got some stand fans. They're just outside right now.
Yeah, that box fan just did not work for the garage.
Yeah, the little tower fan. The bedroom fan stays on for like 6 months out of the year, and it's starting to die.
I would assume cat hair.
Well, I clean the cat hair out every so often, but it's just one of those little cheapy, 12-inch oscillating fans. I think we paid like $20 for it years ago, and it runs nonstop. But it's actually quiet. Like usually those little fans are super loud, and this one was actually quiet. So
yeah, we're at the time of year where right now the garage gets to about 8 to 9 degrees warmer than outside, so it's 101 in the garage again. I'm probably going to get a tiny AC unit to put in the window in there just to keep it from getting that warm.
no.
I mean, if you needed it, that's fine. We don't need it, so I'm not in a rush to get one. It's just it's a comfort thing, and then just it does help. Like the car, you really don't want to leave a car at that kind of temperature for that long because it stays warmer than outside all night long. It's not until like 4 in the morning where it finally drops below the outdoor temperature. But hey, at least I can see the AC unit that keeps the solar stuff nice and cold is still working perfectly. That room, the little shed out there, only has like a 2-degree variance between its hot and cold point.
I pull Dapper up. He's doing a special bonus stream today. I have 4.
What you really need are some ultra wides, and then stack them.
Oh, they were so bad. Scepter. I have scepters. For being little cheap, like off-brand monitors, they're not bad. I like them. I had to because you gave me that big center monitor and it was beautiful and I loved it. And then my side monitors were smaller, so it was just driving me crazy that my side monitors weren't the same height as the center. Still not giving me chat on YouTube Studio because why would it? OBS is looking really good tonight. I like it. I like it. We're sending out 60 frames per second and we're not dropping frames. I'm happy with that. I've got a good fuzzy photo to toss up on the Patreon right now. I came home and I kicked my boots off, and she always decides to rub on my boots when I come home. But she grabbed a hold of one of them, snuggled up on it, and went to sleep. So she was sleeping, cuddling with my boots. For fluff. I suppose I should do up the game. finish. Damn, all the social media. You know how much social media stuff I always do. Hey, I logged into my Facebook like a year ago. You only get updates once a year, right?
I check it weekly-ish. I mostly just scroll to see if there's a fire when I hear a lot of air traffic.
Fires.
I haven't used that Instagram in a while.
I haven't. No, there's been fires like all over the place. We were working for the high-speed rail a couple weeks ago. There was like 9 different fires going. We were having to like drive around the fires to get to our job sites. It was we were coming back and we're like, man, that smoke's getting big. That fire's way bigger than when we left. I'm like, wait, no, that's to the south. The other one was to the north. There's 2 fires. Just one after another after another. All down 99. There was a little like stitchings of fire. Somebody obviously like dragging a chain or something just started a whole bunch of little fires.
Oh, have you seen the VV card for Magic the Gathering?
I have not seen the Vivi card for Magic the Gathering.
It completely breaks the game.
As Vivi should.
So he's part of one of the sets where it's all about +1/+1 counters. And whenever you cast a non-creature, you put a counter on him, a 1/1 counter, and it deals 1 damage to each opponent. His other ability is adds X mana of any combination blue-red, where X is Vivi's current power. You can activate it once your turn. It costs 0 and doesn't tap it. Yeah. So not only is it a 0-cost mana-generating creature with no tap required, one of the other cards lets you exile a card and all your creatures gain the text of the exiled card. Meaning all of your creatures become a mana battery that doesn't tap and gets bigger with every non-creature you cast.
No,
you can actually get
pretty kitty we got. The pretty kitty is pretty. The Vivi card is a gross.
So you can basically create an infinite combo on like turn 3.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I remember back, in high school we played a lot, and then right out of high school I played tournaments for several months, almost a year. I played tournaments. I even went to a couple of the state tournaments, but the power creep from then to now, which not to date ourselves, that would be from like 2004, 2005 to now, for the last 20 years of Magic. The power creep is ridiculous. And they haven't done like Pokemon, because Pokemon went back and they reprinted the first edition cards to catch them up to the power creep. That hasn't happened with Magic.
Yeah, I when I first saw his card, it's like, oh, that seems really good. I just didn't click that was the activation cost is 0 and has no tap, which also means it doesn't get affected by summoning sickness because it doesn't require tapping.
That's.
Also, he only costs 3 to play.
But it's a beautiful card and a beautiful.
It is a
soul.
very good-looking card.
I mean, the game is pretty beautiful. That's how it works. I know I do. I haven't played Phasmophobia with Andrea in a while, but Andrea Radek, Al Radek from the Magic Gathering Artists, I play Phasmophobia with her, and so I get little like sneak peeks on her server and stuff from some of the cards she's working on, and the artwork is fantastic, and like seeing the weird things she did. One of the unsets, the last unset, she did one of the cards, and she showed so we got to see like a little sneak peek when she was sketching it, and there are so many little random things hidden in it. It was great.
Yeah.
Everybody right? Oh yeah, she's Foulmouth Nico. Yep, we are all here, and all of our windows are lining up. So I'm previewing our gameplay window, and it looks great. I do see I have something to change. I'm doing a bad here. I didn't update the session info on OBS, so it still said session 2, and that's unacceptable.
Start it over.
We'll play it up here eventually.
I still like Magic. The power creep is just so disheartening for me.
Yeah.
The game just doesn't feel the same anymore.
That's why I decided when we got the Magic cards for the Final Fantasy set, we just got the 4 commander decks, so we can just play with those. So we're all on even ground.
Yeah. I like they have a name for it now, but we used to call it Center Tower, where you shuffle some decks together and everybody plays off the same deck in the middle. That was always fun because it's like, cool, there's really not a scaling issue because everybody's got the same thing. But it's just not the same game it was 20 years ago. Back in my day, damn kids got my lawn.
They caught your lawn? Where'd they take it?
Oh, we all ready for Riddermound revenge?
No.
No.
You guys got this.
Can we just find like a barrel of what's equivalent to gasoline, pour it down the hole, and light it? I feel like it's our safest option. It's just, burn it to the ground. Well, burn it so it reveals the ground.
All right. Well, we are at magical 6 o'clock, so let's hit the transition button. And we are live for Dragonbane Session 3. Riddermound Strikes Back. Everyone's ready. We're all good. I forgot to charge my headset, so hopefully we don't get any weird echoes this time. I think as long as Megan's got hers on, we'll be fine. Mine is charging if it becomes an issue. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, viewers. Up to this point, we have had the party kind of cruising about the Misty Vale. Found the town of Outskirts. Definitely not Phandalin. It's definitely a different town. It's not besieged by curses and dragons and all the other things that has. And they have set off. They met Leandra, who gave them some information that possibly Riddermound is a good starting point. They went to Riddermound and got their ass kicked by a very overpowered wight.
Extremely overpowered.
Extraordinarily
we
overpowered.
Snagged a cat. We had a cat appear. So we are picking up here with the players having escaped the wight and are now going to regroup. So we'll pick up with everybody kind of just outside of Riddermound. But before we pick that up, we'll go through our standard little introductions. I am the game master for this. Megan and I together run this channel, Cozy Cats Games, where we play board games and do board game stuff. And yeah, that's me. Let's go ahead and drop straight down then, and we'll go to Megan. True.
Only a couple extra hours.
Hey, it's an hour if you drive fast. All right. Who are you playing tonight? And we just got our Loot Studios. It's failed on me now. I got to reprint it. But the new Loot Studios has a. Oh, I have my wifey muted. I will unmutify wifey.
We heard her.
And that's what matters.
All right, let's try that again.
All right, is that better?
There was a tiny echo.
Yeah, it sounded like it wanted to run away.
He's trying to see. Super prepared.
Technical difficulties are part of the charm. It's how you know it's real.
I mean, that's why I have backup images when my camera fails. I still need to make its mouth animated.
I don't know if I've got any.
I even have one for my backup character.
Oh yeah.
Spoilers.
Does he have fire magic?
No, he picked the knight class so he can have armor on like the rest of us.
All
I have.
right,
I'm the knight.
So we should now have audio for all of you guys switched over to my headset. Wifey, go ahead and say something.
Say something. I think they said I'm good now.
All right.
All right.
Wifey is
I
good
guess
now.
I'll do my intro again.
Yeah, do your intro again. The first one was terrible,
You
so it's
see
fine. You
something.
didn't miss anything.
Say something.
So I'm Megan. I'm the better half of Cozy Cat Games, and I basically do all the planning and all the things except for this because this is Steve's baby. And I am playing Peach's Thunderpaw.
And like I was saying, so Loot Studios this last month has a backseat that is Words of Thunder. So perfect. We gotta get that printed. It's just failing on. All right, moving on. Mike.
I'm Mike. I'm playing Rasker Saltfang Thornwake. As the only one who remembers this encounter from Dragonbane last time, I was able to perfectly roll my Myths and Legends check to share the information of we need to get out or use fire, which we have none of.
Very good, very good. All right. Ash.
I'm Peoria Billiard, and I don't want to die, but it's looking like that. If things are continuing on.
Fine. You can only die one time. Don't worry about it. Kel.
Hello, I am Kel. I am playing Murzog, Knight of Ryzel, who is very real and definitely worth worshipping. You can ask me later more about that. Apologize if Murzog's a little less boisterous today than normal. I'm a little under the weather. But, yeah, so far, Murzog's kind of just gotten his ass handed to him repeatedly. So,
I mean,
hoping
you're the beefy guy with armor. That's your job, isn't it?
yeah, but there's a heroic fight and then there's an ass beating, and I have received several of the latter. So
So
hoping
far, we've just been reenacting Office Space, and you guys have been the printer.
Yeah, I also kind of got my ass beat, and not in a fun
Yeah.
way.
yeah. So, hoping to turn that around today, and or just stop rolling high in this game and low in D&D. Just get that sorted out. So,
I always have to check my dice when I go to play D&D now to make sure that they're set to D&D and not to Dragonbane. I can only roll for the game I'm not playing in. All right.
Exactly.
Last but not least, we have our wonderful... two. Who am I missing?
I
Ash
got-
already went.
Oh, Ash went? Oh, I was
Yeah.
totally zoned out.
He's
Mhm.
Ash. He's not
Rude.
going to do anything.
Rude.
Let's go to our wonderful animated cat.
I am playing Verkat Lunasong, a funny little halfling that also had their ass handed to them last time. And they also don't want to die, but probably will.
The only difference is I had significantly more ass, so there was a lot more handed back to me.
An orc does typically have more ass than a halfling. That is a fact. I checked the math on that before the game started.
I remember that from biology class.
Depends on
Yeah,
if it's a
that's just
particularly
physics.
wide halfling.
It would have to be a very wide halfling. Well, and see, if the orc steps on the halfling, it widens the halfling out more, and it becomes harder to get the calculations done.
Yeah, so do halflings work off of Acme rules, like Looney Tunes?
This one
I-
might.
I mean, if you look at the duck art for this game, pretty much we go off of Looney Tunes. I mean, we're pretty well, it's more Disney looking, but yeah, we definitely we're Darkwing Duck here, DuckTales.
Let's get dangerous.
Yeah. You're Darkwing
My-
Duck. I'm Kronk. We got it. Yeah.
Just
My
very
camera
much
isn't
dated
really-
ourselves.
Yeah,
Hey,
no.
hey, you know, they did a rerun of DuckTales. You didn't have to say that it was the original one, and you didn't.
But it wasn't DuckTales, it was Darkwing Duck. That's different.
Right, but they're the same universe.
But they didn't remake Darkwing Duck.
But they remade DuckTales.
So the implication.
The implication is. All right. So, you guys, after very heroically retreating as quickly as you could, clambering back
Great
up your
Robin.
rope and heading out of Riddermound, you are now exactly as you were before, beat and bloodied, and now standing outside of Riddermound. What is the plan?
Resting. Please.
Are you wanting to do a like a quick little rest, or you wanting to do a longer one to get some
Ah!
of your stuff back?
I'm at
at
2 health.
At
Look,
least a
just-
stretch.
Just put a bandage around the broken bones. They're fine.
Yeah. Works in video games.
Yeah, it's fine. Just eat a wedge of cheese. That's how you heal in Skyrim, right?
That's how you heal in real life, too.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh no,
Yeah, my camera froze, and I just noticed that.
We need fire, not ice.
Mike has turned into orbiting cubes.
There you go.
Uh,
I think we need a pretty long rest.
Yeah, we need a significant rest, and if not purely for health, in order just to kind of regain morale.
Did anybody else spend will?
I did not.
I did not.
No.
I did.
Okay, I think just Amanda and I. So what is it, that middle rest?
The middle rest can get you a little bit back, or you guys do have a tent. You could pitch a tent and take a longer rest if you wanted to.
I think that's worthwhile. We can use it again, time to plan, recuperate. If we can come up with any way to source or have more fire when we go back, that'd be great. But yeah, I think we rushing back in and hoping to get through in order to fight the white is risky.
Yeah, I'm down for a long row. Not a. What do they call it, Steve?
It's a shift rest. There's
Yeah.
a stretch rest. There's a shift rest. So it's. I'm sure we're all going to use the 5e name for things because I mean,
Sorry, everybody.
but we'll try to remember the right one. I actually did not bring my rulebook out this time because
I got it.
I should probably grab that. But
Ta-da.
so you guys are going to do a longer rest. Yeah, look at that. We got the actual core set rulebook, the one that has the cool duck on it. Look ahead. All right. You guys are going to do your rest. Where are you going to set that up? I will be a nice DM and not just assume that you're setting up right here where it smelled of rotting vegetable.
Yes. I was gonna see if maybe
A safe distance.
I would say one of the hills kind of to the northwest near those tree lines, maybe. See if
Okay, so going to
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
northwest and go over by
just
the tree.
it feels like it'd give us best line of sight over the whole area of mounds and also be far enough away that I guess it depends also if it's upwind or downwind.
All right, so you guys are going to meander off into the lines. Go ahead. I will allow 2 characters make a bushcraft roll.
Bushcraft, you say?
I have a 5.
5.
5.
I have a 6.
So you and someone else.
I'll
Who's
take
got-
a chance.
So Mike and
boy.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I-
Even the
okay.
dice. Nope.
you didn't do anything.
So does anybody want to push that roll?
Not this early in the game.
No.
I mean, you are doing
Wait,
a rest.
we're going to rest.
Oh,
So here's what I want
Yeah.
to know. If you push it and fail, then you fail, then you're going to have the negative. If you push it and succeed, then you're taking a rest. Ample time.
Yeah.
mm,
Never been my strong suit.
Do you feel lucky?
My camera's also
I
only-
don't,
Punk.
but
My camera's
I
I
mean,
taking
am
up
we-
this
I am
floor.
disheartened and will push my roll.
Yep, definitely disheartened just having had your ass kicked by a ghost.
Please
Can
don't
I
fail, please
can
don't
I
fail,
s-
please don't
can
fail.
I assuage him being disheartened by giving him a rowdy pat in the back, just like a real firm one? It's like,
Oh,
hey, buddy,
close.
pat.
Not really.
Are you gonna push it?
I just did, so
No, for Kath. Can they push it?
I may as well. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to push it for.
I know Discord is the reason the camera won't reset. I just don't know how to do this without screwing up the stream settings.
I mean, if you disconnect and reconnect, it'll be fine. It'll just go, goofball on the Windows for a minute. I mean, we're a very professional production. That's definitely not something we expect.
It's just the second time this Elgato Facecam has just frozen out of nowhere.
Tight ship
I
here.
feel like it's user error.
Well, I think Mike has a Facecam Mark 1, and they did have some.
I just like messing with him because it's very rare he has issues, it seems like.
So what was the problem? Is overheating? Is it just because you're too high?
Okay, so it's round rest, stretch rest, and shift rest. All right, so we were.
Amanda's trying to figure out how she wants to push.
I will be right back.
Where is it?
And we got 14 viewers right now, or 14 views, different viewers. So we're actually doing pretty good this time. I'm happy with that. Thanks everybody that drops in. We're not the most entertaining at this exact moment. We're all kind of still figuring this out. Definitely feel free to drop us a like, subscribe, pop up our semi-weekly videos of board game plays. We finally got the Cursed Cascadia video out after like 50 million attempts. It is finally out. We're going to continue with more of those. I'm actually going to be rebuilding the rig for that, or the recording rig for that, as now learned that we can actually have one of the overhead cameras and put it as a tripod camera. So I will be getting some more videos out for you guys for that. Yeah, like, subscribe, drop on the Patreon, toss us $1 a month for some cat photos and videos. At some point, we will get better rewards for you guys being patrons. We do appreciate it, but for the moment, it's just rattle the tip jar, toss us $1 a month, and we will show you our definitely intelligent cats.
So when you push a roll,
That one of them?
Steve, I know it's different. Rude.
Hey.
I know it's different from Alien, but like, what does she have to choose to push?
So if you look on your stats, your 6 core
Mhm.
skills, you have a condition underneath them. Spartans, every one of them has a condition. Basically, what you're saying is, and dishearten's a really good one for this one. You're going to explain to me why you're going to gain that emotion in order to try to roll again. You're going to click that bubble in, and for the rest of the session, until you clear that, okay, so until you actually do a long rest, you'll have a bane on all rolls of that skill. So you say, okay,
Oh.
I'm going to become disheartened, but I'm going to try again. So I'm trying again for an important roll, but I'm taking the penalty of I'm going to have a bane on all these rolls coming up. Since you're doing
Well,
the rest, it's kind of one of those, you're risking that bane if you fail, but you're going to gain a clear on it if you.
And I'm just going to test a roll really quick, because I believe it automatically does the Bane on the Disheartened. It does not, so
Nope.
you have to make sure you add...
Yeah.
I wish it was a real roll.
Get that out of your system.
I mean, it
Jeez.
would have been a fail, but at least I would have gotten to bubble something in.
Yeah,
That's
definitely
true.
got to bubble something in. So if you want to push it, you can take one of the negative skills. You just basically have to explain to me how that skill would make sense. Because obviously you get 6 of them, but they're not always going to be relevant. You might be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick the lock and it breaks. Oh, I'm gonna pick the lock again. Well, I'm
But I'm dazed.
gonna take dazed. Well, how did dazed fit picking a lock? So as long as you can make it make sense, and I'm going to be a little bit loose on that. I'm not super concerned, but did you want to push on this roll?
Yeah. For once in their long life, Vercap is scared and wants a tent to hide in.
That makes perfect sense. Go ahead, take the scared condition and roll again.
Do I just regular roll this time? Yeah.
Yeah, just a regular roll on this one.
Here's hoping. Oh, might help to actually click the damn thing.
That would help. Yeah.
Clicking does help.
Oh,
Ooh,
damn
not
it.
good. All right. So you do have your
So no.
conditions, but you're able to kind of get sort of a kind of camp setup going. Since you did not do well on your bushcraft, we'll go ahead and we'll give you your rest anyways, just because there isn't anything immediately dangerous right here. But you don't gain some added information you would have otherwise got. Which is, for those watching, yes, I know I'm not using proper tent rules. I know they are required to make their bushcraft roll. But we're still
none of us do
on our
that.
first little bit of it here, so we're going to give them a little extra bump just in the beginning of the game. So,
Thank you.
Yeah, none of us knew to make bushcraft a thing because none of us have the handbook to know what these are used for in general context.
it is, by the way, they are running a sale right now. So Free League has a sale, and they actually have a pretty good discount on core books. So for anybody watching that is interested in Free League stuff, Dragonbane is put out by Free League. They've got a bunch of different systems they do. They are every one I have played, which I've not played them all, but the ones I have played have been fantastic.
Alien is probably my favorite.
Alien is great. I haven't
Yeah, that's
played
fun.
Vossen, but it's the same system. It's just Nordic horror instead of, Fox's Aliens, or I guess now it's Disney. Alien is now technically a Disney princess.
Yes.
All right, so you guys.
And on that note,
on that note, yeah, you guys can kind of recover from your pretty kind of dicey end to your first encounter with Riddermound. It's a pretty terrifying night. You guys are kind of scared. You're not feeling the heroes you thought you were. And a little bit past midnight, you hear some rain start. And as the rain starts, you kind of investigate. It's weird. The rain smells very strongly of copper, and it's heavy, really thick. And as you check with it's raining blood.
Ew.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. It doesn't last for very long, but for a short period during the night, it's raining blood.
Can I see if I know if that's like a sign or something?
I think we know that's a sign.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a myths and legends roll.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's since the big bad demon guy, since he's been defeated, that hasn't happened. But when he was kind of in here, before the whole Dragon Emperor thing, yeah, it occasionally rained blood. There's legends about that.
oh, okay, so it's normal.
It's normal when the demon's in charge. Yeah, when there's a demon in the world, yeah, that's fine.
Does our tent do a sufficient job in keeping the blood out? Is our tent all stained now?
I mean, yeah, it keeps the blood out for the most part. I mean, it's a pretty shabby tent. There's some blood drips on the inside, but it's okay for the most part. You guys kind of learn where to put your little cots so that you're not right in the line of the fatty holes in the tent.
Murzog's got trying to wedge himself in the corner as much as he can, but that's awful. And I'm sure the night was not very restful.
This whole
I
place
may
is
or may not be
cursed.
using. I may or may not be using Murzog as an extra shield.
You were already doing that.
I mean, yeah, flesh shields are great.
That's Mr. Flesh Shield to you.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys spend a not quite as restful as you'd like, but you guys, you still gain the benefit of your shift rest here. You wake up bright and early, feeling better than you when you went to bed, but still not great. Does anybody have a plan for what we're gonna do?
Who is sneaky?
I'm more sneaky than I started out
I have a
with.
14 in sneaking. I am very sneaky.
I have a 12 in sneaking. Is your sneaking better than my sneaking?
Amanda?
I have a 7. I'm not a thief.
Okay.
I
I
usually play
propose
rogue.
that either Ash or Mike sneak back down there to try to open.
Ash. Peoria.
Is there a way that we can assist? I mean,
We
best
can
we can
assist
do
by
is.
staying away.
Oh, I say alternatively, I guess we we try to draw its attention with torches and give them time to.
Well, no, because if she's sneaky enough, she should be able to sneak and not make noise and not attract attention to herself
Right,
and open the gate and get the items and come back.
right.
How do I open the gate without hitting it?
And if she fails, what should we do?
Then she runs like a motherfucker.
We have an extra key.
Yeah, what's that extra key for?
Oh, that's interesting. There was an extra key. So there was 2.5 keys. The left portcullis had a key broken off into it. You guys broke a portcullis off in the right one, and there was a center portcullis as well.
I thought you said that
But
one
I
didn't have a
thought-
keyhole.
Yeah, I thought it didn't have a
Yeah.
keyhole.
The book says it doesn't, but it would be weird for there to be 3 keys and 3 portcullises and not have 3. I think that'd be a fair, since we're running a part 2 on this, that we can go ahead and retcon and add a keyhole to that portcullis.
It's very nice of the designers of the portcullis there to think that far ahead. It was very, very kind.
It was just hidden behind one of those corpses that
We
was
missed
in
it
there
last
earlier.
time.
Yeah.
So Ash, what do you think? Are you
Uh,
up for
I
it?
mean, I was joking. I can go in.
I mean, I'll say a little prayer for you, in a boosting way. Not in a more no.
I mean, he does have better sneak apparently.
I have 17 agility.
Yeah, you're fast and you're sneaky-er than me. So
And we could all go down, and be in the bottom, just in case,
We'll go
or
ahead and,
maybe not.
We'll go ahead and activate the actual Riddermound map here, so we have that open. So you guys are back here in the bottom. I added your time.
Oh, you're not going to make us all fall down the hole first?
No, I'm gonna be nice. You guys have had a bit of time to prepare and get your ropes situated a little better, and you know how deep it is now and what to expect. And there isn't a swarm of there isn't a cauldron of vampire bats this time.
Yes, their scientific name for a group of them, a cauldron.
Gotta be nice here.
Okay, let me see if there's anything I can do to help him before he toddles off.
I literally have a very dumb reaching of an idea, and that's all the way that's the only way I can contribute.
Wait a minute. You're asking if I'm good at sneaking. That's true. But I'm not good at sleight of hand, which is what broke the previous key. I'm not sure we
I mean,
thought
I
this
broke
through.
the previous key.
I would say, who has the best sleight of hand? Yeah, because I was gonna run an
You
idea
gotta
where it's
Don't
like,
carry them with my sneaking skill.
if I
13?
use can I donate my simple clothes to wrap around their boots to help them be quieter?
That would definitely be something
mean-
you could try to do.
It's
mean,
that,
I'm-
or I can stand there with a torch. Those are the 2 ways I can contribute.
I mean, you all better be holding torches, Just to
I
whip
would
at
say
it.
we're all holding torches.
I
lit
assumed
torches.
you guys came in with fire this time.
Yes.
All right, so everybody's got
Okay.
got an offhand torch.
Yeah.
I think if it's smart, Murzog might wait at the bottom of the rope, or we descended a rope to get in, correct? If I remember,
That is correct.
Murzog might wait at the bottom of the rope to give everybody boosts to get out faster if we need to run, because he can hoist himself up pretty quick. But
All right.
Halfling
and I-
one-tuppies.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm thinking it does need to be Peoria going because she has
Yeah.
sneaking and sleight of hand.
tactical abuse. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea for her.
I'm over there.
I can. I probably shouldn't go with her, even though I can sneak
No.
alongside.
I mean, maybe someone should keep watch in this hallway.
Yeah.
I can. We can do that.
Who's got
When
good eyes?
you guys do know that last time he attacked every time you made noise. You had him come after you once that you avoided, and you had him attack you once, and it was when you were making noise.
I mean, we'll be quietly standing watch in the in the hallway. We're all being quiet.
I look loudly.
So is it sneaking first and then sleight of hand, or
Correct.
So we'll
Okay,
both
so-
sneak. You'll be going all the way to Porkless. I'll be going to
That
the
is-
intersection.
yeah, not yet.
We'll definitely succeed in
well-
moving. It's just if we sneak there.
Oh, like here? Yep.
Yeah, somewhere right in there.
Okay.
Willis.
Okay, so sneaking first.
You can do it.
Uh.
I can't do it.
Not very sneaky.
Okay.
But you are at the portcullis, so you can make a sleight of hand, see if you
Oof.
can use your last remaining key.
Knock at the door. You're gonna get the door?
Oh, I thought it was like English.
No.
Door.
No,
Wait,
there's somebody at our
crap.
door.
1 second.
Oh, wait, there's somebody there? What weird.
Yeah, there's someone at the
So confused.
I'm gonna
It's like-
refill my drink while Mike checks for people at his house.
I'm like, wait, people
No.
at your house? This is so weird. And they didn't just walk through the garage?
Oh yeah.
No. No, there's
Is it-
some we get knocks on the front door in the middle of nowhere sometimes.
I forgot how middle of nowhere you guys are.
I mean, you came here. It was
Yeah, I almost got
Very
lost like
remote.
2 times. And then there was that really scary cutoff road. Good time. I didn't
Okay,
fall victim. I didn't fall victim to your beanbag trap.
someone let the light in.
I feel like the camera's only picking up every other syllable that I'm saying. I feel like a sock puppet.
I mean, that
I
you kind
mean-
of you are a sock puppet. Yeah, that's what that is. I mean that with the most love that I can, virtual cat.
No, you talk about the scary cutoff road. The actual like scary cutoff road in that area is just for their house. There's one where somebody has dropped a old like train rail cart down as a bridge, and I have driven one of our big Class A work trucks across it before, and it's terrifying.
Okay.
No thanks.
So
All
Uh,
done.
Yeah, I'm good. Nope.
the sleight of hand time.
Go for it.
Do it.
If you
Do it.
fail, Merzlik's just gonna come barrel down the door.
Yay!
Yeah.
I did it.
You can use a key.
I
Good
can
job,
turn
Ash.
a key in a lock.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys,
just-
get the rusty key into the rusty lock, and this time you go, oh right. These things are like centuries old. I have to be very careful. And with a little clunk, it does go ahead and open, and you are able to kind of move the portcullis now.
I'm-
I can't wheel like.
I say I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting in the main room. I could help, but I'm pretty noisy.
Yeah, so the ducks are just out. Hey guys!
Like not only are you very noisy, you have a bane on all stealth rolls with your armor.
That's why I was gonna say I was gonna take my shirt off and wrap it around my boots.
Okay. So I unlocked it. It's just not
Yeah.
open. Okay. I don't think I'm strong enough to open that. Where's the halfling?
Keep forgetting she's.
You need the halfling
dense.
strength.
I
She's
mean,
dense.
don't I have to lift it, or is it? What is
Yeah, it's got to be lifted.
It's portcullis, yeah.
heavy?
I mean, you should give it. You can give it a try.
I mean, I guess.
My question is everybody going to stay back until the portcullis is lifted?
No, I'll head up.
I mean,
I said
yeah, you guys probably.
Merzog's gonna stay put until we, like again, because it's not if Merzog makes noise, it's when Merzog
When?
makes noise.
Yeah.
And we already made noise getting here.
Do I need
Okay.
to do a sneaking?
But only 3 in the
No,
night.
you guys are all right. You guys can catch up.
I mean, you're
Okay.
not trying to be loud.
With a little bit of elbow grease and some work and maybe using some of the ears and things with the money, you're able to go ahead and quietly, slowly lift the portcullis up just enough that you can kind of squeeze.
Only the
Shall
halfling
I
and the duck.
sneak? I was going to say, shall I sneak underneath it?
Yeah, everybody can get under. You can't
Okay.
quite lift it like even Merzog's going to be able to make it under it. It's just going to be pretty barely
I
enough.
don't think we want to be trapped in there. If
At least we're on that
Spears
side
fail.
of the gate this time.
All right, so we got our kitty cat and our halfling making it through. In here, a small room with an oak table in the middle and burning torches on the wall. A mummified woman in gilded chainmail is sitting at the far end of the table. An iron-fitted oak door behind the mummy bears an ancient symbol in glittering silver.
Did we find Razel?
No, this doesn't match up. No, she would her temple would be much more lavish.
It would be gold, not silver.
No, there'd be silver too.
Did you say there was something written?
Yes, there are ancient symbols on the door.
If somebody
Can
can
I
make
try
sure
to
that...
read it?
Yeah, give me a myths and legends.
I was going to say, if somebody can make sure that this isn't going to,
Merzog stand by the
like
door.
anything.
Or the portcullis.
Yeah,
rather.
so
Hey!
you know that this is supposed to be the crypt for a dragon knight, and looking at the symbols, that is definitely what it would appear is beyond the door.
Interesting.
The door's shut and locked, or
With a silver sigil on
It is definitely shut. You haven't really checked to see if it's locked yet, but it is shut.
when you
Knock,
should
knock.
check if it's
Are there
locked.
traps in this game?
Traps are a thing.
Yes.
Just that's all
I mean, you
Some-
can fall into a pitfall trap just like last
Oh yeah.
session.
I have the scars to prove it.
Yeah.
What do you use to find
So we know-
traps?
I mean, I would
spot
just
hidden.
be spot hidden. Yeah.
Oh, not me.
No, Merzog's watching.
We have the worst set of
Rivers
skills
Light.
for a group that's trying to sneak into places.
Yeah.
I mean, this is to get stuff, not. We didn't intend it. We were always going to be sneaking.
I mean, all right. Merzog will step through underneath. Can I inspect the mummy while everybody else kind of figures out what they want to do at the door?
Yes, you can. It is a mummified woman, and she currently has her very claw-like hand resting on a magnificent light warhammer set with.
Sounds like a Merzog thing.
I would like that. But
Touch it.
I mean, desecrating the dead.
If you don't, I will.
Pray over them first, then.
Oh
Whatever.
well, if it's to prevent others from grave robbing, then I have to take it upon myself. It's the right thing to do.
I mean, you have to
So-
preemptively grave rob to prevent grave robbing.
Yeah, well, no. See, it's not. If I do it, it's not grave robbing. It's preventing others from desecrating and grave robbing.
That is true. That
Yeah,
is
you're
true.
preventing the
I'm-
crime, not committing a
I'm-
crime.
Yeah, I'm safeguarding in the name of my goddess. So now that that is a very good thing to do, I will take the warhammer. without much thought.
Yeah,
So,
as soon as you do, there is a burst of spectral energy, and you are shoved back as the ghost of this woman
yeah.
has appeared. And she is going to shout at you all and tell you to leave the burial mound.
I shout back. No, you
Sure.
leave. Um.
In peace?
Uh.
No,
Does
this is
she?
long live and
Does she?
prosper, not come in peace.
We did understand her though.
It is an ancient language, so you can kind of get like a little bit here and there, but you would need a languages check to get more.
It's incorporeal body language. It's very.
I might be able to understand what she said,
I have a 10.
like in full. So do I.
Do it.
Jesus.
Man,
Maybe we
you
should
got
try.
18. Yeah, no, she is speaking like gibberish. I mean, weird. It's kind of like when you talk to somebody that speaks Cajun. You know that's technically English, but you have no clue what they're saying.
It's not. You're not. It's not. We don't pretend.
Would you let
More
one
French
more of
than
us try?
English.
Yeah, I
say-
will let one
You
more.
should probably try.
I say that as someone with Cajun heritage. Don't bullshit. It's not real.
Does anybody else have better than a 10?
Mm-mm.
In languages.
Languages.
Um.
Doing it.
Woohoo!
Nice. Yeah, I'll let this resolve. Then I've got a question.
Yeah, as she kind of going through, it's pretty old. It's honestly like borderline incomprehensible just how old it is. Kind of like if you ever hear like Beowulf in like the original old English,
Oh,
you won't actually
yeah.
know what's being said, even though it's English. But you do pick up the words for dragon and empire quite a bit. Something about struggling corruption and cleansing fire.
Okay.
Yeah, but mostly she's
She's just telling us how to kill the bad guy.
GTFO.
She's telling us what, Steve?
GTFO.
Ah, okay.
I do have a question. It wasn't specified. When the spectral energy released, did I let go of the hammer, or did the hammer come with me?
No, you let go of the hammer. She did not let you
Okay.
touch that.
That's mean, and I want
Can't
it.
touch this.
Well, now I can't. This is an undead entity that's gonna. It's gonna.
So she's not technically dead-ish. so
Yeah,
you can
we
just-
can't let. Well, no, we can't let this stand. This is unsafe. So now we have to put her down. Plus, that's a great story.
if I tell her why we're here, will that help?
Why are we here?
To rob her.
Grave robbing.
Find a
Yeah.
statue piece.
Look, it's fine. Look, we're just trying to steal from this place. It's fine.
No. Tell her we're archaeologists. It's different.
I'll tell her we're on a great quest to find a statue piece to save the world.
Okay, yeah, make a
From the Dragon Emperor.
Yeah, make a persuade
Yeah.
on that one.
You got this.
No.
You don't got this.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna push it. Can I push it?
Push
You're
it.
really good.
I want to. Mine doesn't have the little things underneath, so I don't remember what they are.
I think they're in your actual, like you have to click.
Exhausted, sickly, dazed, angry, scared, and
Yours
disappointed.
doesn't have the trackers?
They're on the right side for me of the screen. Down at the bottom.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
So for everybody at home watching, I know you can see kind of my overlay and what I have on there. I actually can't see as much of the play stuff as they can. Something a little bit weird for this. Even if I choose to play as one of the characters, so I can do their dice rolls and stuff, I can't really see all their things. It's laid out very nicely, but it is very much separated where the players get their thing and the G their thing. But I do like it.
okay. I am gonna say I'm angry
You sound
and I just want out of this place.
Okay.
I bubble in angry, and then I reroll persuasion, right?
Yep.
That's even fucking worse.
That's what happens when you try to persuade angry. Okay.
Yeah.
He is attacking you guys. Murzog, you are up
Yeah,
front.
I thought so. I
Ah,
thought as
crap.
much. Yeah. Well, as much as I'd really like to hit her with the nice warhammer, I'll hit her with my regular warhammer, I guess.
I mean, I can
So.
change it up, guys. Look, the dragon is on the same page here. I could fight you guys could fight a dragon instead.
No thanks. I got a knife and a slingshot.
Where is it? Hammers.
Hammer.
Right? Just hammers? Yeah, hammers first. Okay.
That's a
Neat.
hit.
But is it a hit? Because didn't you say it's a ghost?
It's a ghost. Yeah, oddly, you hit, you did like a good hit, but it doesn't seem to have much of an effect on her.
Murzog swears.
Language.
It's okay if I use it. It's blessed if I use it.
Uh-oh, death stare. What is a death stare? That sounds...
I close my eyes.
Wait, why is Murzog's still outside in the thing? We should probably move his little
Oh,
thing up.
or is that where I am? Oh, hey. I was wondering where my...
I mean, it's okay. You're in here fighting the lady, which I have a token.
It's the 21st century.
All right. So yeah, she comes and does a death stare at you. The ghost towers over the player character, staring directly into the soul with his dead eyes. The victim sees their life pass before their eyes and is tormented by grotesque visions of all their dead friends and foes. You become scared and suffer a fear attack, and get a bane on all of your will rolls.
Do I get that if I'm outside the room? I stayed outside there, and I'm
It's
kind of behind a
just
slight
Murzog.
wall. Okay, just
I'm
Murzog.
getting,
Oh,
I'm
just
getting,
Murzog.
we're just having a little Ghost Rider moment. Oh.
All right, so Murzog, you need to give me a D.
8. Okay. There's a 6
Oh,
sound.
that was not... You wanted a 2, not a... Okay.
Well, why didn't you tell me
your,
that?
Your fear turns to anger, and you are forced to attack its source on your next turn in melee combat if possible. Also became angry. So go ahead and bubble in angry, and on your next turn, you will have to attack the lady, which
I've noticed this is now the second time that the orc has been hit with angry.
Yeah, it's weird. Ash, it
Hmm.
is Peoria's turn.
I mean, is this another fire thing? Do I just
Quite
wave my
possibly.
torch at?
Regular hammer didn't work
Uh,
because I didn't bring my one blessed by Rizel. I left that at home.
what is that under? Just
Brawling.
brawling.
Yeah, we've been using brawling for that.
So it's hit her with the torch.
Yeah, you can smack.
Okay. Nope. Nope.
Actually, I think it's supposed to be hammers because it counts as a wooden club.
Okay, yeah, you can roll
Oh.
hammers. If you want to re-roll
Okay.
that as a hammers, that sounds right.
Okay. Let's try it. It's
There's
still
actually
low,
a whole... Actually, if I go into
actually, I don't have a hammer, so I couldn't do.
Well, your torch is
Well,
it,
yeah, it's a
it
hammer,
counts as a club.
Yeah. Well, nope.
there actually is like improvised weapon tables on this, and there probably is one. That does bring it to Rasker. Mike, it is your turn.
Is the ghost wielding the hammer?
No, the actual ghost's mummified body and the hammer are still at the table.
I'm gonna try to grab the hammer.
Yeah, I mean you can. It's right there. She's over fighting Murzog. You can snag that hammer.
Nothing happens when I grab it.
We're having a deep moment.
You have a really pretty hammer?
Does that count as my whole turn grabbing the hammer?
No, you can grab the hammer and still.
By grab Thor's hammer. What a save.
I don't really know how to use hammers.
Boy,
I was just thinking, can we take this?
Toss it to me.
toss it to me.
I'll run over and hand it to the halfling.
Yeah, I mean it's her turn next, so yeah, that works perfectly good. Verkath, have a magical hammer.
Luckily, Verkath also has a 14 in hammer.
Nice.
That's
Hammer
a
time.
hit.
Hey.
So your hammers, it counts as a light hammer.
Light warhammer.
Go ahead and let me get you your actual stats for a light.
Okay. I added light hammer last time because I
Oh
thought I
yes,
had it.
go ahead and roll it.
And do I add an extra? Is that a strength roll? I believe that's a
Yeah,
strength roll.
it'll add your strength bonus.
Okay. I don't know if it added my strength
No,
bonus.
I don't
you
think
should
it
add
did.
a d6.
Add your d6 because yours is a d6.
10.
And
missed
yeah,
that.
that definitely
Can't
hit
help,
her. That
one.
definitely did damage.
I am so keeping this, by the way.
And can we switch places? Someone, the next person up,
Peaches.
for it again. That's a thing, right?
Wanted that
Okay,
warhammer.
can I do that? Can I let Verkov? No, because it's already
No,
okay.
it's only someone who
You're
hasn't
right.
gone yet.
You
Okay.
are the last one. So nope.
For heroic ability, is that your action?
Only if it says so.
Okay, it is an action, but I'm gonna do it anyway, even though there's a chance I go first next round. I am going to use my ability and give everybody a boon to your rolls. So I have to roll performance. I can either give you guys a boon or her a bane.
Give her a
I'd say give her a bane because she's the one
yeah.
who's more likely to kill us.
I will jump in for a little bit of meta because she is a monster. Her attacks are automatic.
Well, never mind.
So boon for you guys. Okay, so I have to roll performance.
If she passes her, like if she ends up first on the turn order next round and she passes, does that count as her turn taking place yet?
Not.
Okay, so she can always pass whoever's last to make sure that everyone gets the
want to
bonus.
pass, yeah.
Yeah, so that is my
What do you
turn.
get with the
So
what do we get
everybody
with
gets a boon.
All right, so you got it. Everybody's got a boon. So fun, like we learned last time. We now shuffle the initiative. Throw our beanbags back out now.
Can I switch Verkoth on my turn?
On your turn.
Okay.
All right, so Mike, it is Rasker's turn.
I will run up and attempt to hit the ghost with a torch.
Do it. Give me a.
I suck at rolls today.
Really hard to hit. I mean, she's ethereal and she's floating and she's moving around and there's an orc there that's easier to hit and that. All right, so Peaches is switching with Verkath, which means Verkath, Amanda, it's your turn. You don't get a choice in the matter.
Dope.
I mean, you're the only one who hit it, so. Yeah.
Victoria, Ash, you're up.
Oh. Wait, what happened? Oh, she missed. Okay. Well, I guess hammer time again.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
And for everybody watching at home, when you, unlike 5e, you don't take the ready action. You just switch turn order with somebody. They cannot tell you no. Which, as a player group, you would usually kind of make sure that everybody's cool with. But in a pinch, if you really need to, you can.
Wait a minute. We all had boons on those rolls.
Yeah, you all had boons on those rolls. So re-roll those, please.
Oh,
All right, I'll re-roll because I was the first.
Yes.
Amanda too.
Didn't help, but hopefully Amanda can make up for it.
And Ash.
Oh, that was damage,
Okay.
not chance to hit.
I can do automatic damage, right?
Nope.
Let's see if I can do better. I got the same thing. And we're just missing the dragons and demons.
Yeah.
For next time, guys, I'm going to try really hard to make sure we have a dragons and demons counter. I'm probably going to put it in the very right side of the overlay. Little map you can see. I'm probably going to put it over there, a dragons and demons counter. Just because last time we had so many, and I would love to know how many we actually rolled.
Well, it's 0 so far today.
So far as 0. Murzog, you are up.
Yeah, and if I recall, I'm very angry.
You are angry, and you are required to attack her.
Yeah.
I think you still have a boon.
He has a torch on his offhand.
You have a torch
I was
in your hand.
it's either that or I take the hammer out of the halfling's hand, like. So I guess I hit.
You are angry.
Yeah.
What if you take the halfling and swing the halfling who has the hammer at
I was
the ball?
just going to say, this is going to remind me of One Piece when they were fighting and Zoro and Usopp got handcuffed together. So Zoro is just like using his sword with Usopp like handcuffed to him, and Usopp just has to just pretend to be a sword.
What if Murzog's angry? What if he just angrily just try to reach out, grab, and swing the hammer? Because you'd be right next to him, right?
I would allow that this time.
Okay.
For rule of cool, I will allow that. The actual game says no, but rule of cool, I'm going to allow that.
Successful.
I didn't think I would get that, so the fact that it's even considered is awesome.
Remember to do your double roll.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Roll me light warhammer damage.
Plus halfling. Right?
Roll halfling damage.
Oh, okay.
That's some pretty good damage, though. That's 21 damage done to her.
Murzog just raises, just swings his arm all the way out wide.
Just hold on, and I just imagine Verkath's just like, oh wait,
yeah.
At the end of it, you're still holding the hammer, panting angrily, and I'm like, can you?
I think you're like hanging on it.
All right, that brings us to Verkath's turn, which is actually Peach's turn.
I'm just gonna do the same thing because that seems like the most useful thing I can do. So I gotta roll another performance.
I'm gonna get swung around again, aren't I?
Everybody's got a boon again. But we have to see what the lady's gonna do. Ghostly race. Let's see. Ooh, that's her number 5 roll.
What does that mean?
So wait, her attacks are deep loving gazes and hugs. So she's just
Maybe she likes you.
She also has touch of death. Would you rather have touch of death?
I mean, so did my ex. Whatever.
And Murzog, you are the one right there.
Yeah.
So please take your 9 points of damage, and you are currently dazed.
Minus your armor.
Minus your armor, please.
So you took 1 point of damage.
But you do have the dazed condition, which is honestly probably worse than the and that she rolled lowest on initiative, so we're going to reshuffle. Hey, look at that, Ash! You are up.
Don't forget you get a boon.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty useless unless it's turning a key. So just boon roll that hammer, torch hammer.
Imagine that the torch is the key and her body is the lock.
Just that was the first lock I tried.
I'm gonna
failed.
Kick Murzog and have him let me go. And the hammer.
I think he's got the hammer at this point, but you can definitely get free, and you do have a
mine. All right, I'll use that then.
I'll rescue for it later.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time.
Hey, that's a hit.
Roll your extra d20 though, just because you might get a bean or boon or a demon or dragon.
Yeah, go for it. You might get an extra.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna roll a straight d20. That's not what I meant to do. I'll take that.
I
No, that's
I
not
like the
correct.
gumption.
Isn't that your damage?
No,
She added
I
a
added a
d20 to the
20.
damage.
That would be nice, though. Let's just roll the 20.
Oh,
I
so
wouldn't have gotten
close.
that. I'm glad I got
But-
the other
And
one.
but
make
Anyway,
sure you added d6 to the damage, so you had 9 plus
Yeah.
a d6.
Yeah, which is
Yeah,
plenty
so
good.
let
She only
me-
had 6 health left. All right.
Hey.
But
well,
you actually can't kill that which has no life. So the ghost is currently banished. Which technically myths and somebody give me myths and legends if you information on that.
I have a 10.
And
10.
Mhm.
Do we all just roll the same character?
No, I just got that. Mine's bad. All bad.
I have a 6.
I could do it. Let's try it.
Yeah, go for it, Ash. Go for it.
Do I do it? That's not boon, right? Or is it?
No, it wouldn't be a
On
boon.
all rolls, I thought.
Hey, that's
Yay!
target number. Ash, you would know, Peoria would know that you cannot kill a ghost. She is banished, so temporarily she's gone. But if you hang around too long, she could come back.
Okay, let's loot that corpse and look
Yeah.
behind the door.
I'm gonna check. Didn't you say the body had chainmail?
Did in fact have
I'm gonna
chainmail.
grab
Yep.
it this time and hopefully it doesn't disintegrate in my hands like the last couple times.
Hey, Mike,
Be gentle.
you have gilded chainmail.
Isn't that not?
It's better than plain leather.
So
Oh,
here's
yeah.
the cool thing. So it's armor rating 4, and it only gives a bane to, so it does not get all of the negatives that chainmail would. It's actually good chainmail.
It's actually good chain with it.
What's
else
behind
you
the
got?
door?
What's behind the door?
What's behind door number 1?
Door number 1.
It's a white.
Take a look here.
The washer dryer
I
set.
think you had to do a thing to open the door, but I don't.
Murzog's still standing there angering, like off kilter, just like
Did she have anything else besides the gilded armor and the hammer?
Bones, mummified flesh,
Hmm.
hers or
Pass.
ghostly charisma.
No. Okay, door. You guys are in there.
Door. It is a door, and with her gone, you are able to, which opens up into. We're not hiding maps here, so you guys can see ways. We'll zoom. Everybody else. Okay, maybe we won't zoom that far. Crap! Stop zooming.
It does let you zoom very far.
Oh wow! Let's you zoom. I mean, just do the pixels. Obviously, that is a 4x12 room. For people used to like the 5e maps where they're 5-foot squares. This is a very popular system in. We use the metric system, so our 2-meter square. So that is a 4-meter by 6-meter room. So it's pretty small. But since we're theater of the mind, we won't go too crazy with it. Just assume that if you guys all go in, you're going to be close quarters.
I'm gonna stay out here.
In the middle of the burial chamber, with torches on the walls, stands a podium with an ornate sarcophagus of stone. The floor, ceiling, and walls are made of stone bricks. A painting of a ridden dragon could be seen on the far wall. I am trying really hard not to laugh at sarcophagus.
Can I see if there's anything behind the painting?
It is painted on the wall.
Oh, on the wall.
What's
Didn't
behind
ask
wall
that,
number
she asked
1?
what's behind it.
Smash it with the hammer.
And for everybody that hasn't heard the sarcophagus story, because I know there's going to be a few of you in here, in actual 5e official Adventures League, there is a module that is written. I'm going to be charitable and call it piss. Not because of the actual module, but the way they describe it. If it hadn't been done pre-Chat GPT, I would have assumed it was Chat GPT. You enter a room that is empty except for a sarcophagus of it. The walls are lined with sarcophagi. In the empty room, there are sarcophagi. So is the room empty, or is it full of sarcophagi. No, in here is just the random sarcophagi.
But the room is full of it.
I mean, it does take up most of the room. Really brings the whole room together.
Murzog will stay outside of the open door, but peer in.
Is there anything else in the room except for the random sarcophagus?
Give me a
The
spot
the
hidden.
painting.
wall. Oh.
This is going to be interesting.
Your tiny
I-
eyes see.
I don't know why that did that.
The room appears to take up a three-dimensional space. It has length, width, depth, height. Appears to exist within time and space.
Why did it roll 2?
It rolled a d6 with it.
That's very odd.
Yeah.
You must have just had it accidentally clicked.
It's
Maybe,
fine though
yeah.
because the 15 would have also.
Yeah.
I will
Oh,
allow
yeah, that-
one
yeah,
other
okay.
spy.
I mean, I'm in here.
You're in there. Roll for it.
Murzog will look. He just probably won't find.
Hey.
Hey.
What do
The
your wolf
stone
eyes see?
coffin has been opened from the inside with tremendous force, and of the shattered lid lie scattered around the whole room. You can see that there is a spot where something was originally placed that is now currently. It is connected to a mechanism that indicates the existence of a trap, and of course, if you were to remove that without disarming it, which apparently it's already been disarmed, blades would have shot out of the wall and killed you. But whatever was attached to this is currently gone.
So I spotted
Fun.
nothing of use.
You spotted information. You spotted a lore
You
dog.
spotted what would have killed us. Yeah. Boy, that is very motivating to no longer be in this mount.
Where's
Yeah,
our other friend that was in here before?
Yeah, so you can see there is a corpse here. It looks very familiar to that white. Speaking of which, guess who's back?
Yeah, I was about to turn around.
White is back.
Guess who's back? Back again.
So the white bursts back in, now extremely angry because you guys just killed his wife.
His wife started.
She attacked us first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She yelled at us.
But you
weird
grabbed her
talent.
stuff. I mean,
he doesn't care.
She didn't care.
He is angry and he's shouting in that weird ancient language. And Peoria, this guy is very mad.
well, where is he exactly? Like,
He's
Can you-
burst
can
through
you
the
stick
main
him on there?
door. This is a small enough room. We're not going to worry about area, especially since none of you are like.
well, I
aliens
know.
or
I'm just saying.
something.
I don't know where he is. Where I am, because I'm right here.
Oh,
No.
okay, yeah. No, you guys are all kind of up towards the little sarcophagus where have their tokens. You guys are kind of all in either that room or the room down, and I'm going to assume you guys are going to fight the white in the
Okay.
larger room, not the itty bitty
Okay.
room where he just kind of owns everything.
Uh,
I mean, unless you guys want to die. I mean, it's up to you.
won't be hit by that trap in his burial chamber. I mean, I'm not. So he was next to Peaches. Is that where he is?
I can go ahead and add him a token 1 second.
Yeah. I'm good with the visuals.
Look at he's right there next to Peach.
I hate you.
I don't see him still.
Should I change my position on the
Well, aren't you behind the portcullis? And
Yeah, I'm
it
like I'm
goes,
out of
right?
the I'm not in the room right now. Maybe I don't want to go in that room.
I would
have a murderer in there.
assume, since you guys were fighting her, that you're kind of all gonna be in the room,
Like right here?
or
Yeah.
we're not gonna go as like mechanics heavy as far as like all I really care is are you in the room or not. We're gonna run this more
Okay.
like Star Trek or Alien, or we're not gonna be as about like the
Eh,
Hit it.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
with fire.
I mean, you
But
got
it's
a
not
torch. You might as well. In fact, there's magic
Yeah.
torches on the wall. Burn him.
Oh, yeah. Can I grab a magic torch off the wall? That's my action for.
You
Right
can
now?
grab a magic torch and you can stab him with it.
Sweet.
Magic
So
torch on the
is
wall.
that also hammers?
Yeah, that's hammer.
Do we have a boon still or no?
Not.
Okay, so just hammer time.
Unfortunately,
not.
you are not wearing MC Hammer pants, so hammer time fails.
Gotta remember your hammer pants.
Gotta remember your hammer pants. I mean, those were so cool back in the day.
You think that they would get in the way, but actually they were surprisingly.
I owned a pair for a very short period of time, and they are ridiculously comfortable.
I did too. They were
I
comfy.
mean, you would think like, oh, those are weird and they're disgusting, and they are so stupid comfortable.
Speaking of hammers, who has it?
Murzog.
Murzog has
All
it.
right.
And
All right, I will attack with a magical torch.
Bash him.
Hey, what a surprise.
H's.
Is there if I get away from him, does he get an attack of opportunity? Is that a thing in the system?
It's a thing in this system, kind of, but he's a monster, so he's weird rules. And again, we're playing more loosey-goosey Fear of the Mind, so what would you like to do?
I would like to move back here.
Out of Murzog's way. That's
Yeah. Because
That's
Murzog's
probably-
still angry, I think.
I
He
am
is.
still
He's
angry.
very angry.
And I am once again gonna do my little ability to give everybody boons.
Moon it up. Give me your performance roll. Yeah,
Yay!
your cat dance works just fine. Murzog, you have an angry white in front of you and a magical warhammer in your hand. What are you doing?
I would like to propose a union between this hammer and that white's face.
That is a very good union. Let's see what the dice say.
It's a boon, actually, correct?
Yep.
Hey, that's close, but you know what? Close as works.
That's how we
Wow.
like
What
to roll.
damage you doing?
Less of a union, more of a shotgun wedding.
Yeah. It was,
Hey, Kill Bill had the best shotgun wedding.
I'm still getting used to the heft of this thing, and it's just
It's really
a little bit.
old. I mean, it's kind of like
Yeah.
when you pick up a program from like the early 90s and you're like, wait, Windows used to look like this? Verkath. Murzog has assaulted this guy who kicked your ass last time and actually hurt him.
I loved watching Megan just kind of disappear behind the bookshelf. That
Every
was great.
time. Every time.
Just like it looked like she went through a door behind the bookshelf, and I know what your house looks like, but still.
I know that
Can
you
we
don't
play?
have any.
Can we play hot potato with the hammer?
Can't quite play hot potato with the hammer. That would
All
be
right,
a
I'm
little
gonna
bit
grab
too
a torch
much.
then. Our mechanics are just so good. We're just used to it.
Yeah, let's throw the hammer off, bounce it off the white, and catch it.
No, I'll just grab a torch.
Yeah, I mean, you got torches. There's torches. There's magic torches in both of these rooms.
The boon. The
Oh, yep.
boon.
Yeah, with
Well,
the
I
boon,
still
roll
got
it
it,
again
but
just in
let me do it
case.
again. Nope. Well,
Oh,
I
it's
got it either way,
close.
so I'll take that. Hammer plus 6. Not great, not bad. I'm gonna look over at Murzog and say we're definitely arm wrestling for that later.
Hey, you did some damage. Damage is good.
It's like spits out a bit of blood and kind of gives you a grin. Goes nods.
Our attack. 1 second here, guys. I gotta find the white.
This is not as nice as his wife was.
Oh, hey, I randomly flipped to him.
That's white power attack.
It is white power.
Eh,
We don't
Awful.
support white
come at
power.
some point.
Yeah, down with that.
Thank God.
I mean,
for
we're
no
trying. We're
demonetization.
trying to put him down.
I hit it with a hammer.
All right, so someone. It's either gonna be a Murzog or Verkath. Let's go. Both of you give me a D20. Let's roll off who does. Oh, look at that beautiful dragon. Murzog, hey, since you didn't roll the dragon. Would you please take 22 damage as you are
Minus
knocked to
your-
the ground?
Yeah, no, I'm
-8.
-8.
cool.
You may choose to parry it, except you have already taken your turn, so you may not parry. So you may take 22 -8.
Yeah, I'm down.
You are not down because you automatically rally.
That's true. Yeah, I'm too angry to die. Yeah, I'll go ahead and automatically rally, which I think means I still take death saves, but
He'll
I
take death save.
continue to fight. Yeah, okay.
He comes up first, and he's going to use Crippling Cold. Let's see. All right.
That's what you get when you enter our house.
Well, that is absolutely going to be Verkath because she's the only other one here. For a whole 4 points of damage, and you must make an evade roll.
I see how it is. It's just a bit of disparity.
Look at that. Dragon
Two in a row?
evade. All right.
Don't forget to fill in those bubbles. Well, I guess not that one.
So
Oh,
you
yeah,
do
that
not
bubble.
become cold. You do not gain the negative effects. I will say, as a GM, the fact that all of the bad guys like attacks and what they do and who they go for, so much of that is done by roll table in this system, and I love it. And that is specifically because there is a solo mode. You can play this by yourself.
Just
And
because
probably die.
I'm looking at this now. Could Murzog have tried to evade the 22 damage?
Could have tried. Yeah, you could try to evade it if you would like to. You may make an evade.
We're not used to being able to do that in
Oh, wait,
response.
hold on. Actually, no, he could not because he'd already used his turn. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
actually
No,
had
it's a whole new round.
no, because that was the
Oh, that
end
was
of
last
that.
round. Never
Yeah.
mind.
So yeah, you were correct in thinking in having that train of thought because we aren't used to it. But White went last. Actually, almost want the bad guys to go first in this because of that.
Do I get to bubble in anything for these
Yeah,
ones that
you
I'm
got
getting?
once.
You get to bubble and evade.
You rolled
He should got a
for
different one.
evade, which is yeah. So you do get to bubble that in. Anytime it's a core like not a core skill, if it's not like just a main like agility, charisma, any of the other ones, you get to bubble those in anytime you get dragon or demon.
Okay, so I failed my performance which I think just means I actually spend the willpower.
All right, so you're gonna spend your willpower and do your performance anyways.
Yeah.
So as you're doing your fun little cat dance, juggling daggers or whatever you do, you start to hack a hairball, but you manage to keep it down and not hack your hairball.
You picked the race.
I did.
She's always a cat except for the game where she's a bear.
I'm really not a furry, I promise.
That's me.
Yeah.
Murzog, your turn.
I'm very mad
You are angry.
And dying.
and dying, but
And dying. So you do need to make a death save, so that's you're gonna go ahead and make your con on that one.
damn.
I think he still technically gets a boom.
Does your read your ability, make sure, because that would be very important right now. And for our viewers at home, when you are rallied, you may continue to attack and fight, but you continue to make your death save. So you can be down in this one, making your death save, and still taking part. Typically, another character has to rally you, but because Murzog is an orc, he gets to rally for free.
It specifies all rolls.
Go ahead and make it. Roll it again, just for because.
Just for the
Okay.
shits and giggles.
It is still a fail,
What the
but
fuck is
it's
going
not
on?
a demon. It's not a demon, so it's
It's not
one
double.
fail. It was going to be 2 fails, but it's
I
one
know,
fail.
but I've never rolled like this at either of your games ever. Or I think any game that I've ever played with anybody ever.
All right, Verkath, are
Just
you
broke.
going to try to stabilize your orc friend, or are you going to try to kill the thing murdering you?
Merzog didn't actually do anything on his turn.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
still
yeah.
have to,
I'm sorry. That is correct. You do
Yeah.
still get your turn.
yeah, I still have to. I'm still hit him. Now I really want to hit it. Now I'm really mad.
Hit him, asshole.
Trying. Okay, cool.
Roll
And
me
you
some
still get
damage.
a boon on that too.
You do
Oh.
still get a boon on that, so roll it again just in case.
Bam.
And that is why we
Fill
roll
in that
again
bubble.
just in case. Take that dragon, bubble and hammer, and when you roll your damage
Crit.
this time, please click roll with crit damage.
Oh my
That
God.
is enough. The white collapses and disappears. That was
That's good because that was like min roll
exactly
for
it.
a crit almost.
Let's get the fuck out of here before they come back.
Excuse me, you cannot. Merzog is still in death save.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I go over? Can we do
Mer's
In
talking
that
like
damage?
case,
fall.
yes.
Using our healing rolls on
we-
him.
we
Gotta train
are-
these skills up.
We are still in initiative in this system, which I might adapt to 5e when I go back to 5e.
Kinda
I
fun.
like this.
Say, yeah, Merzog falls to his knee. He's like keeping himself barely upright on, like he's using the hammer to like try to like stave off falling over.
Verkath, Merzog is like dying. But
Healing roll with
that,
boon.
he also has that really sexy hammer.
Why did they say fail? That's a succeed.
Oh, I rolled 2 instead of doing the boon. It added them instead of doing.
Okay, they both
either
succeed.
or.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, so succeed. Okay, so roll a d6 for Verkath.
Darn, none of us get to try to roll for the free healing increases.
Merzog,
hits.
you are at 2 health.
Slap him across the face. Wake up!
Thank you, small one. I'm alright.
I mean, he was still awake.
He's like,
You
"Oh."
only mostly died. It was fine. Look, you have like a gallon and a quarter of blood, and there was only like a gallon on the floor. So I mean, you had a quarter gallon. It's
Just-
fine.
It's the meme where the guy slaps the tape on the container of water is just leaking. You just did that to his wound.
It's like sealed.
Healing hands.
The things I saw when she looked into my soul. Merzog's gonna just like say a quick prayer, Rizel, very panicked. Like,
Walk it off. Give me the hammer. It'll be fine.
He's got a hammer already. You know?
I mean, the one that I'm still using to hold my body.
No, you got your old one.
Yeah, she can have that.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely play
I'll-
pass around on.
I'll
on the-
take that. I'll take that. That'll give me a hammer.
Hey, this system is much more brutal on cost and acquiring things. And when you keep in mind that when you parry, you could break your weapon and have to like rebuy it. This system can hurt.
Merzog will happily give over his old hammer with a blessing on it, which he swears makes it more powerful.
It does something. I just, when something happens.
And
Press
now
X
we need to
doubt.
get out of here.
I would like first a languages somebody. I don't care.
I have a 10.
I have a 10.
Yeah.
In fact, I will allow, as usual.
Okay, the 10s.
6.
Hey, that's got it. Why if you roll anyways, just in Peaches, you're trying to understand this mural, but it's really distracting because the dragon kind of looks like a lizard, and the kitty cat likes the lizard. I mean, they're tasty. Merzog, you're looking at it. As you're kind of trying to make sense of the ancient language, you get something around like Emperor's Gift, Holy Wrath. It's not quite coming to you, but you definitely get some sort of importance to the concept of the Dragon Rider, and definitely it ties to the Emperor. I would also like someone to make me. Legends isn't the right word. Get
Yours.
This is the fun thing of usually doing like 5e is I'm trying to like, what is an intelligence like? We'll make it myths and legends. Someone give me a myths and legends.
I'm
I
not
got a
good.
10.
I'll do it.
I'm like, I have a 10.
I did
Oh,
it.
Murzog's got it. Hey, Murzog, the party has that weird broken statue you got from the dying guy,
Yeah.
now dead.
Yeah, him.
From
the dead
session
one.
1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dead guy.
That exactly matches the spot that's missing from whatever was taken from.
Hey,
So we
halfling.
looted the place that was already
back.
looted, and we already have the loot.
So you know,
Did he get in and out of here?
you were told that this might have been the place where he came from. You are now pretty damn sure he was here.
How did he get in and out of here without the keys and dying?
Luck.
He's better than you.
Sneaky. Better
I
sneaking.
mean, he's dead now.
Yeah,
so
he's
he
just
wasn't that
better
much
than
better.
us.
He was.
Well, he
he
got
was
killed by
better than you.
goblins, not by whites.
There
He
you go.
was better
Maybe
than
the,
you
maybe the
other than
goblins
yeah.
killed him.
I think we get out of here now.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can get out of here. And speaking
Before
of
we
which,
get out, I actually want to just tap on that painting on the wall and see if it sounds hollow.
it does not. It's a mural on the wall.
Okay.
Definitely a mural. I will, however, if somebody as you go to climb out would like to make a spot hidden roll, again, I will allow 2 spot hidden rolls in the chamber before you leave.
I have a
5.
whole 6.
5. Hey.
Haha.
Hey, Rasker,
Oh,
this entire time there has been a poison dagger sitting in this room that you guys could have taken. Since we're fresh on getting equipment, you may go ahead and pick up the poison dagger. It only does poison damage 1 time, but it is there, so you may grab one of the goblin's poison daggers.
I'm good with,
I'm good with knives.
but I'm. What's your weapon?
I use a scimitar, but I'm also good with knives. I also have a spear. I guess I might get the knife up. Or the spear.
Give me the knife. Give it.
Classic couples argument. Give me the knife.
I've seen what you threaten me with knives all the time. No, you don't get one.
Yeah.
Come on.
Every time you go to that kitchen, people will look with a knife in the hand.
You
Psycho,
watch your knife.
psycho theme plays in the background.
Twisted
Give me
nerve.
the knife.
I mean, I threatened to stab Steve at our wedding.
So it's
But-
just a regular dagger, but it has a single-use
It
poison.
does poison on the first attack. Yeah, other than that, it's a regular dagger. So one of you guys can have a dagger and. Yeah, the Psycho, like the main song, the one that is nobody remember from Psycho, but everybody remembers that it Kill Bill. That song is called Twisted Nerve, and it is actually on my Spotify liked song.
Do you really want the dagger that does 1d8 damage?
I mean, I just have a regular knife and a slingshot.
Make sure you don't lick it.
Come on.
Yeah, don't
Fine.
lick it.
Don't cut
you
fruit
can-
with it.
We can add a dagger to your equipment.
All right, Ash takes the
I'm
dagger.
just-
Woohoo.
I'm just slowly dragging Murzog out, like by the hand. Come on, let's go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
kind of
just
dying.
Yeah.
Wait, he's half dead. Is he still angry?
He is still angry.
Angrily
He is-
dying.
and dazed.
He's dazed and angry, and he is not having a good time. But you know what? That's fine for the meat shield, do we?
Yes, we care. Guys, we care, right?
I care.
I'm gonna
Guys,
go
walk it
ration
off.
and go.
It's really quiet
Come
right
on,
now,
Murzog.
guys. Why is it so quiet?
Do we have to carry him out?
All
Good
of
luck
you
on that.
together.
We tie him to the bottom and climb up and then drag him out.
If you guys, somebody take his arms, somebody take his legs, I'll carry his hand and the hammer.
I'll take his helmet.
Yeah, right.
All right, you guys can make it back to Outskirt. It takes you a little while. We're not going to worry about. Well, you know what? It's a chance for you guys to get a dragon or a demon. So it does take you a couple days. So give me. I want 4 bushcraft rolls. I don't care who does them. But it's going to be done in 2 2 groups of 2. So we'll do the first bushcraft roll. So 2
I have a
bushcraft rolls.
6.
I'll go first. Nice.
I have a 5, so
I don't
Well,
think
I'll
any
just
of you
try
have
it.
good bushcraft.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're
Whatever.
Mirzai doesn't know what a bush
Nope.
is.
First 2
no.
fail.
First 2 fail. So your first night's not very restful. Hey, your second night's doing better.
But it's not a demon or a dragon.
Not a demon or a dragon.
Woohoo!
right. So your first night on the road back, you guys, you hunker down for the night. You set your tent. It's miserable. You guys think about that blood rain that night you were hiding, and you don't really
Look
get
back
a
at
good
that night
rest.
fondly.
But you on your second night on the way back, you realize like, oh right, this thing that we've been tying like this way, it's actually supposed to go that way, and the tent is like twice the size when you tie the ropes the right way. Holy crap. So you were able to set the tent much better, and you were all able to go ahead and get a good night's sleep, which health, willpower are full. Any removed conditions, dazed, angry, any of that, you guys can go ahead and clear. As you are back in the town of Out.
I'm just imagining like the first night we're just like lying under the canvas on the ground.
all like huddled in a big
Yeah.
pile.
We all
a
see
big
this
fucking
pole that's
pile.
supposed to go in the ground
Yeah.
and keep the tent up, but we don't know what to do with it. It just lies on the ground.
Yeah, we just hang our stuff from it.
Growing up, I had a World War II Army surplus, single pole Army tent. And if you set it up right, there's a little flap front that trip over. If it's set up right, it sticks up 6 inches and you trip over the stupid on stop. If it's set up wrong, it lays flat and you don't trip over it, but every bit of wind and water and dirt and everything rushes into the. So it's one of those like one rope a little bit wrong. Like the tent only has one pole. How could you do it wrong? But yeah, a little bit wrong, and that flap does not do what it's supposed to do. So you guys realize, like, oh, right, we tighten this rope, and suddenly the tent keeps elements out. What is this thing?
No
And
more
the blood
sleeping in
rain.
blood puddles. Yeah.
Did we ever figure out why it was raining blood? Or no? Probably not.
Just happens.
Just something that
sometimes.
happens.
Email, yeah, you know,
Hey,
it's
who
like
cares?
Tuesday's gonna be a little clear. Wednesday's gonna be overcast, and Friday we got the blood rain. And then temperatures cool over the weekend.
All right. So as you guys get back to outskirts, where are we going? What's the plan?
A question: what the dagger is that? Ornate dagger or?
It's a
Just
plain
a-
Jane old dagger.
Okay.
What does the poison part do, and how would we even roll that?
It is an extra damage roll. We'll have to get that up between.
Okay.
You should be able to put it in your like items.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean, I just
dagger.
wanted to know if it was because there's an ornate one and then there's regular one and then a parry one. So
It's not the Kif dagger. Anybody gets that reference? But yeah, no, it's not the ornate dagger. It's a regular.
So, out of character, I suppose. I asked about the bats in the Discord, and somebody said that we're not going to get paid for it because the guard already took it. I missed that whole conversation.
The guard killed the bat that was flying over town. So the bats you guys killed was unrelated.
Oh, got it.
They were definitely the same kind of bat. They're a demonic vampire bat, but the one that was the ones that were flying over towns, the guard killed that one. That doesn't mean that there aren't any more of them, but
We should have taken the dead ones from the tomb and just said, "Hey, we killed those right outside town." No, I couldn't have done that.
Coulda.
They weren't
Over
really
here. I mean-
giant.
Okay.
I guess we need to go find what's her name.
Huh?
Yeah.
And wait.
We definitely know where the Weatherman guy died.
Or no, where
Well, I
he
mean,
came
you were
from.
there- you
before
were
he
there
died.
Or not where he,
died.
yeah, not where he came from, but where he was coming from.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys were there when he died. I mean, you remember that? It was all like, and then he was just dead. I mean,
Yeah, there was the part where he's breathing, and then there was the part where he wasn't breathing, and then
Yeah, it
he,
was
he kept
like,
doing that for
stop
a while.
moving.
Yeah, honestly, really fucking lazy.
Yeah, like come on, man. Like you're gonna be some like badass like magic guy. Maybe do some stuff.
Oh, we should pawn off the headbands and the rings that we got last time we were down
You
there.
can definitely
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
That was 32 gold total.
Yeah, so you can pawn those off, and then you can try to find Leonara. Where are you going to look for her?
The 3 stags.
Hey, bonus points. You remember the 3 stags. Those bonus points are absolutely worthless. They can't be turned in for anything, but you got bonus points. So you can go to the 3
points don't
stags.
matter?
The points don't
Made up
matter.
too.
So I'm using this notes section for nothing.
So we are using Alchemy VT, and it has some fantastic tools for both players and GMs. And one of the things section has built-in notes to the game, so as a player or a GM, you can have a game going where you just have your notes there, and when you load the game up, your notes are in the system. You don't have to have a notepad or a Google Doc or a actual, like, I don't know, people write in person, or like it wasn't. That's still a thing.
How much money did we get from
Degenerate.
selling that
So it's
stuff?
32
Have you met
gold, and there's
Jill?
5 of us.
Yeah, I know what I said. Love you, Jill.
So it'd be 6 gold each, and then there's 2 left over.
So, you 6 gold
Split
each
it
and
into
2
silver.
leftovers. Do you guys want to do a party funds?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Rasker's very selfish.
Mike's greedy.
I'm
No,
greedy.
I just want to buy the things I need to survive.
Mike is not greedy. You have any idea how many electronics I have here I haven't paid for?
Both the computers you two are playing on?
I finally got that 3D printer out of the store.
I meant in character.
I'm also greedy, but yeah. Can I have my?
Give me the knife.
You know what? I'll be the one who sold the stuff when I pass out the gold. I keep the 2 extra.
Yeah, that's definitely something
yeah.
you can do.
Okay.
You can hold on to the party funds.
Oh, I'm just gonna hold it all.
It just says up in the corner of the party. We'll remember that.
That actually works. I'll hold it all.
Yes.
Okay.
You better hope I don't die with all the funds.
I'll loot your body.
She will. We're safe.
The
Or
quest
your
for
funds are
Saltfang,
safe.
not to save him, but to get the money back.
All right.
I'll
So
slash him a couple times too. Wake up.
You guys go to the smithy. He's probably the best bet for pawning off your definitely not ill-gotten grave robbing items.
No, we don't know this.
He's more than happy to take them. He'll pay you the 32 gold for it. You notice that Jory is there. He when Hardy was going after the bats before, you actually saw this guy once before with him. He appears to be like not half orc. He's maybe like quarter orc. He looks mostly human, but his jaw's a little wide, a little too. He's there, and he's the one that actually goes ahead and out. Get your money, and you can make your way back to Ags, where you back see Mara, but you also see Alphilia. This is a character you have not met before, but you were warned about her by Leonardo. This is the Dragon Knight. They
we
are
just-
Oh,
currently
I had the
both
name written down wrong.
Can we get that name down again? Because I heard Owl.
Al-
I heard Ophelia the first time.
Alphilia, Alfilia.
We have a list of words and
Alfalfa. Okay, so her name is Alfalfa.
It's like I have Quasimund, I have Alphilia, I've got
Yeah, I thought you said Althea last
Bognield
time.
and Oakgold and
just
Bodnar.
for spelling, we should just have a list.
You guys are always allowed to ask me for spelling on them, especially since I'm going between. I've got 4 monitors in front of me and the book and the other book. It is entirely possible I say a name wrong. So you are 100% allowed to ask me for clarification on everything. The only thing that we had happen a lot last session that is like a pet peeve for me is if you ask me for clarification of a room item that I described in the opening of the room, I may or may not give it to you. But for character spelling, for names, for anything like that, I will never hold that against you because I'm usually a DM. I'm usually the forever DM, but I remember being a player occasionally, and I know how much it sucks to try to remember all the damn NPCs.
Especially when they're all very weird names in this game.
They are very weird. I mean, Jory. Whose name's Jory?
It's a nickname in one of the RPGs
Whose name's
I play.
Steve?
I know, Steve. It means crowned one. Like, it refers to somebody from, like, some sort of a noble family. I mean, look at whose name's Steve. It's from the root word Stephanos. I mean,
Well, it's like we have Asriel Ka sealed by Knight Eladane,
yeah.
using the Ume Dermon, which is just the dragon lance, but it's a sword.
Definitely. I mean, we are. I know that most of my players here are more used to 5e, and we're more used to standard Forgotten Realms, and we're used to those names and those naming conventions, and it could definitely be a weird step those. And the naming convention in this, again, being that this is like a that does a lot of sweet stuff, I'm sure it makes more sense to somebody who that.
I mean, to be fair, wizards' names also suck ass.
I was gonna say, you're giving me way too much credit for.
Yeah, also,
Yeah,
just remember, anytime you have wrong with a name,
also.
remember drow elf names.
Drelf.
I mean,
They're going to have
Zaxxaroth,
apostrophes, multiple.
I took Zaxxaroth as a name for one of my characters for a game that never actually got off the ground, and it starts with 3 X's, and that is an official wizard.
Ugh.
That was a game I was really looking forward to that never got off. But I did make a character, and he did character art, and he was based off of Nergante from.
So she's approaching us, or she's just here?
They are both sitting at opposite ends of the stags. They are make a spot hidden.
Spot hidden is totally going on my list to up if I get the chance, by the way.
And
So is Bushcraft.
I'm gonna make it just unless I specify otherwise. I will always allow 2 players to make. So 1 more player may make it.
That failed.
I've been doing all these, and I've always been succeeding.
Well, now that you said something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
both sitting on opposite sides of the stags.
I guess without
I
further.
mean, we don't know
we'll
the
go to
other
our-
chick,
Yeah, we'll
so
go to our friend. Yeah.
I mean, I assume she looks like a dragon knight.
I don't know what I was
Yeah.
expecting from that.
She does have purplish hair.
the best color hair.
Untrustworthy.
Yeah, purple's a good color, not like that brown that is.
Brown is just dark orange.
I might be.
Brown is
offensive.
just dark orange with context. That is absolutely correct. White and black are also not technically colors. But yeah, so you can go to Leonara. She is sitting there, and you can go ahead and join her at her table. Oh, friends, you're back. I was starting to worry.
Alive.
We could have used
Barely.
some warning of what we were in for down there.
I would have given you warning if I knew there was something to warn you about. What did you
Undead.
find?
Press X
Undead?
to doubt.
A lovely couple that are now resting together.
I'm sorry. I might need some context.
There was a
Well,
bit of a ghostly situation down in the tomb of that dragon knight.
the Dragon Knight was definitely still walking around, despite being very dead.
And his wife.
It was a white.
Okay. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have sent you there without warning if I'd known there was that kind of danger. Find anything else? Do we know anything about?
That's definitely where he was, and that is where the first statue we have comes from.
So that's where the first. All right.
The path was correct.
So we're on the right track.
Yes.
No.
No,
There's also this hammer.
Oh, right, this.
Oh, that's very
Clamp
pretty.
it on the
Are you selling that?
No, it was previously a possession of one of the inhabitants of the tomb.
And it does hurt the undead, so we like it.
We made sure to liberate it to make sure that no tomb plunderers could take it.
It definitely does look something from like Dragon Emperor's a very old artifact. So you found that this is definitely where he was, so we're on the right track. I've been researching while
Good
you're
to know.
gone, and his notes do have a few other locations. Would you all be and continue to help me figure out exactly what's going on here?
But
I
of course,
mean,
it'd be amazing.
I'll take the job if it pays well.
yeah, we'll need a little extra.
I'm like I
Bit
said,
dangerous.
I do represent a group that's stop this whole regain of evil powers, so I'm sure we can help you a little bit. In fact, I have this, and she'll push a small coin purse over to you. This was for you when you returned. It's to make it clear, it's not from me. It's from the group I represent. We're certainly more willing to pay for better information, but this is definitely something. You don't let me understate it. You've done good. You've helped us secure some information that we would have otherwise been lost trying to find out. We want to know where our operatives were, especially. And she pushes a small coin.
Swoop.
I immediately grab it and start counting coins.
Beat you to it.
Like, not hiding it from anybody, I'm just
She
counting them.
swooped, yeah, you got swooped.
Yeah, there is. If you divide it evenly, it is 7 coins apiece, 7 gold.
Maybe we should take some of our gold back.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, I'll hand out the 7 each. Everyone needs a little bit on them.
I also I worked with the innkeeper here, and they did agree to drop your rate down to silver a day, and that it will include. I'm sorry,
Fantastic.
I could only get you 1 meal, but I did get it dropped to 1.
That's bountiful. That's plenty. Thank you. I'm used to field rations. This 1 meal a day that's warm and made for me. Brilliant. I'll take that.
I think it's smells delicious.
I wouldn't know. I'm still gunked up from all the blood. Just
I've been muting myself when I'm trying to unmute myself and when I'm talking. I think that's really funny.
I just saw you emoting a lot, and I just thought you were reacting strong.
I get the fun.
I do react.
I know we've said it every session, but I'm going to say it again this time. I get the fun for YouTube. My mic's hot. Everything I say goes across YouTube. For Discord, I'm pushed to talk. So sometimes I say things, and I know that all of my players see my little mouth doing the flippy flaps, but no noise comes out because I'm not pushing the talkie button.
I mean, I don't know that.
Wifey doesn't know that because she's only like 5 feet away.
Cheater.
I was going to say Verkath immediately walks over and buys a drink. They can catch the rest of the notes later.
Yeah, absolutely. Mirzok would
Oh,
Yeah,
is
you
is
would-
one of us going to point out the other woman in the room and go, well, what about her?
Oh yeah, your friend's here.
been here a lot. I think.
Hmm.
In fact,
fact-
as long as we are working together, I would recommend we use old temple bags. Unwanted.
You got a history with her. That's fair.
I kind of want to just approach her and be like, "Sup?"
Does
You should wait until
Get-
we leave.
Get
does
out.
her armor look like the white we just fought? Because they're both dragon knights.
You know what? Give me a myths and legends.
Question.
Ooh,
Hey, look at that!
Yeah.
Look at that!
My first one of the night.
So, like the U.S. Navy has the dress blues, and they have not changed in like 250 years. The Dragon Knights aren't quite that bad. They've definitely updated their knight, like their knight armor, but you do see a lot of the very similar patterns to it. Definitely, it's the same aesthetic. It's centuries newer. Definitely, there's been some upgrades since then. Their armors. This particular woman, her armor is a little more, like every day of use versus the Dragon Knight, who was like this was his like showiest thing he was buried in. But you do see a similarity there.
Can I just walk up to her and like pull a chair up and be like, "Hey, what do you know about the Dragon Knights?"
She kind of takes a big old figure of her ale. I've been one of them since I was 6. Who are you?
I'm Peaches. We just came from Riddermound. It's Mount, right? Riddermount. And
Mound.
Mound. And yeah, we found some unpleasantness, and it seemed to center around the dragons.
So you're grave robbers.
No, we were searching
we're
for
searching-
where an acquaintance had gone before he died.
So you're grave robbers with reason.
We were following
Sure.
vampire bats to kill them.
We didn't know it was a grave going in.
Yeah, we didn't know it was grave going in, to be fair, but we did take stuff because why not?
No, we protected something from grave robbers.
We did kill the goblin that was trying to actually rob the grave.
I see.
Here.
You grave robbed after stopping the other grave robbers. I could understand.
We didn't actually kill that goblin.
Nope.
We don't have to tell them that. Shh.
What does any of this have to
Well, you're wearing similar armor, so I just thought I'd come see. What are they about?
not go to not get any schooling, no education?
I just lick my paw.
Right. Well, centuries ago was a bad demon and he did bad things. Kitty Cat wouldn't have liked it. The bad things. There was a man who stopped him from doing the bad things. Dragons, and we're the people who still work with the dragons to prevent the bad guy from doing the bad things. The Wickle Kitty Cat.
I just take my little claw and just kind of scratch my nose.
Or are you just
I mean, I've heard you're kind of a dick, so I just kind of wanted to say hi and make friends, but you're kind of a dick, so I'm gonna go have stew.
marvelous? Please come to me if you have anything of importance.
I mean, cats are assholes. This all makes sense in character.
Right? Yeah, I just kind of flick my paw at her and I'll go get stew.
As you come up, great negotiations. That went very well.
Yeah. You return to your table, and in fact, it is venison, right? And it is pretty good. They overcooked the venison a little bit. It's a little. I mean, it's for anybody that's had
I've had
good.
worse.
Yeah, if you've had venison stew, honestly, even bad venison.
Venison chili's the best.
Venison chili
I'm-
is really good.
I'm actually really confused here. Because it seems like we've been implying the Dragon Knights are the baddies.
That is so far what you guys have kind of been figuring out from
But
what
even her own story, it was Azrael Koth was the guy sealed by Eladane, who was allied with the dragons to defeat him, and the Dragon Knights are allied with the dragons?
Make me a myths and legends. You're on the right track. Give me.
I mean, everybody's a bad
Yes!
guy, depending
All
on who's
right.
telling the story.
So the big bad demon, he was a bad guy, and the guy that kind of rose up to defeat him allied with the dragons. So during that fight, the dragons and the Dragon Knights were the good guys. However, when he was a senile old man, towards the end of his life, he started to distrust the dragons. And at that point, he made the legendary sword, which could kill both demons and dragons. So, the dragons, during the fight with the big bad evil guy, were on the good guy side. But that same guy turned against them later on. And
That's what I was missing.
You all are descendants of that society. You are all kind of descendants of that long lost kind of, originally we kind of worked with the dragons, but now maybe we don't. But that's all sort of like a long time ago when our dragons even real. I mean, we definitely didn't look at one in the book. They're definitely not real.
That's for our ally dragon.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's dragon. It's cool.
Call him Flamey.
And it wasn't like it was green like the one that was attacking Phandalin in the beginning of the 5e starter set, because it's definitely not a standard starter set. Despite being actually a core set.
I mean, that's what happens when you do a dumb.
Yeah, I did refer to this as the starter set, and it is in fact the core set, which is distinctly different from a starter set. Which, in all fairness, I knew that when I said it, but every other system calls their box set a starter set, and the fact that this one is 10 times better than a starter set, I probably should have said so. But yeah, so you guys, you've now talked to the Dragon Knight. It was definitely a friendly conversation and not your cat being snarky. She loves you for sure. So you can go back.
She's going to show you how much she loves you soon.
Yeah, you can go back and have your chili. Leonara will let you know that she will see if she can find some more information. See if perhaps she can figure out somewhere else that you guys might benefit from looking, since you seem to be willing to help her.
Yeah, I guess I'll give my 2 silver to get my room.
Yeah, you guys
Make sure you add everyone as their 7 gold from the coin purse.
I am also going to hand over my 2 silver and spend the rest of the evening until I go to bed smoking in the corner.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Eating and going to bed.
Yeah,
It's been
eating and going to bed.
a long week for us.
Mirzog's gonna take a little extra time personally to do some prayers, because he hasn't gotten rocked like this in a while.
That's fine. I mean, so you blacked out a few times, you lost consciousness.
No, I rallied. I
mean,
stayed up.
You broken bones. I mean, it's normal. We're good.
Yeah, but it's usually other people's broken bones, not mine.
Yeah, so you guys, you spend kind of the majority of your evening eating, chatting a little bit with some of the locals. Towards the evening when you were getting ready to go to bed anyway, Quasimund and his little scum kind of come in, and you say, that's probably a good time to call this a night, and kind of avoid him and prior to your rooms to get a good night's sleep where you're not, in a tent with blood rain.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I like not
They're
being
nice.
soaked by blood rain.
You can definitely do that. Was there anything else anybody wanted to accomplish night back?
I was just gonna say, well, while Merzog's doing his prayers, Verkath is just gonna stand next to him and pat his shoulder a little bit.
And take the hammer back.
Yeah, way up.
Yeah, they've got you guys situated in one of the rooms, so you have a fairly decent sized room. It's maybe 15 wide, maybe like 30. It does have some bunks in it, so it's a decent sized bunk room that you guys are kind of going to use base of operations for right now. Kind of get situated in, so you do have that where you can kind of all crash in one secure location. We don't have to do standard people write modules, not understanding that having your own room was a privilege that most people didn't have in this kind of a setting. Get your kind of bunk set up. There's not enough of you to completely take over all of it, so you will have a few random, whoever's passing through will take some of their bunks, but you do have, set up for the night. Leonara will go ahead and gather for you some information. We are 1 minute from our scheduled stop. I've done beautiful on this. Okay, Merzog's going to have talk about bunk. I do hope the nails were driven in very well on that and it doesn't fall.
Oh, I'm not
So-
going to be under the bunk he's on.
Between this session and next, I will look through what quests are available, and I'm going to give you guys some options. Will happen off of stream for all of our watchers. So when we pick up next time, Leonara will be giving information for your next quest. Will be a choice on the player side, but for meta, theater of mind, fun story, whatever they choose will be the only option Leonara has. So look forward to that as we kind of figure out where we're going next. That will conclude us for the night. I'm going to go back. I don't have my stream deck set up for this yet.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to mess with the because it's cutting off a lot of the stuff on the stream.
Yeah.
We'll work on fixing it. Right now we are officially in chat now. We're officially in our 30-minute cooldown chit chat. So everybody, we're out of game. We are no longer playing. Thanks everybody for watching. Anybody who joined for the game, this is the spot where you can go ahead and out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, kick us $1 on Patreon. We love it. We'll get cat videos and cat photos. Like I said, when we started, we'll have a picture of Fuzzy cuddling with my work boots because she crashed out and slept for probably a half hour with my work boots when I got home today. That picture will be going up on Patreon as soon as I send it to Megan because I'm into all that and I'm not. So we'll get that kind of set up for you guys. I hope everyone enjoyed this session. Dragonbane is definitely something we are all still learning, all still kind of go with, but I do love it, and I hope everyone else is enjoying it as well.
Not enjoying all the high rolls.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Like
So
like,
many
like,
19s this week.
like
By the
in
way-
D&D, you would be ecstatic getting like a
Right?
like, oh yeah, 19, and this one's like, oh god, 19.
I swear you're gonna find out you
Nineteen,
get
you
like a
can
high
literally
roll, you have
never
some dice
succeed.
on or something. It's like skewing the rolls high or something something's going on, man. There's
Hey,
as Jill would say, something's hinky.
Can I take Saltfang's old leather armor? Or
Yes, you.
no?
Do you not even have leather armor?
I don't have armor.
I didn't realize you
Yeah.
started with literally nothing.
Ash and I don't have armor.
I mean,
We'll fix that at the store next week.
Well,
we'll fix it up.
So there's
We
just
can
been-
definitely
now-
afford basic leather now.
There's just been a naked cat and a naked duck hanging out the whole time.
Let's just plain clothes.
just plain clothes. Do you wanna
Oh,
fight for
okay.
it? The leather armor.
Cat versus duck?
Yeah.
No, it's dog versus duck.
Huh?
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna fight. Yeah, so cat versus duck for fighting over there. Okay, that would be. Let me find the end of session questions. Don't have them.
Oh yeah, we gotta do those.
We could
Right,
roll
we
for
all need bushcraft.
it. Yeah. Megan, you want to roll for it? The leather armor.
Yeah, let me get back in game because I actually exited game.
You were done. You were ready to go.
I was
All
like,
right.
okay, wait, babe, let Ash and I roll. We just rolling
Yeah,
each
roll
one,
for
right?
it. Roll off.
What are we rolling?
A
Just
D20.
Oh,
Oh,
19 again.
19. Okay.
We're going lowest wins, right? Because it's Dragonbane.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
rolls.
again.
Do
Again.
it again. All right.
Most
Ash
wins.
gets the
I
armor.
win. Woo!
All right. So for people new, since it's session 3, we're likely to have new people here. At the end of every session, for every dragon or demon rolled, our players will have bubbled in the skills and that skill. But we also get some extra questions that everybody will get to answer here. For everyone they answer a yes to, they will get to roll an. So, question number 1: did you participate in the game?
Yes.
I'd say everybody. Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Yep.
Did you explore a new location?
No.
You guys did not.
Not those
Okay.
hills that drain
Oh.
blood.
However, did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries?
Yes.
You definitely defeated some. You defeated 2. You defeated 2 pretty high adversaries. There was actually a couple hidden rolls behind the scenes to see if the goblins were going to come back in, and you guys lucked out. No. Let's see here. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force?
Me, I opened a door.
Opened a door. So yes, the party did overcome that.
Yay.
You have that as well.
We didn't try to just break it down by punching it.
You didn't try to break through the thing that has 10 armor. That was definitely, you guys were not breaking through that door. I love this module. I hate that they intend this to be the starting one because holy crap is it mean. This one is a per character. So this isn't a party one. Did you give in to your weakness? I know Mike did.
Yeah. Well,
I did.
Just a bit.
I was foolhardy.
I didn't actually get close to anything. You know, I didn't. Well, no, I did.
I fully
I'm
expected to go
so
into this
greedy.
and not come out.
I mean, I kind of did because I'm gluttonous.
Hey, if you feel you did, that is entirely up to my players. I will not argue with you on that one on sessions. So that's just a free. Did you or did you not? Do you? I honestly, I feel that question is a did you roleplay,
Yeah.
and I will never argue with you guys whether you feel you roleplayed, because that's kind of a per player. I don't know what you would from your comfort. I don't know. I'm not you. So do you feel you roleplayed? Which moving forward, I will probably just try to change that to. So everybody should now have their questions. So everything you rolled a dragon or a demon on, plus however many you would like to choose that, you may now do. What we found out
Witchcraft.
with Foundry VT2, or I'm sorry, Alchemy, we used Foundry for. If you just make a skill check, if you fail the skill check, that means everybody may now go through and start trying to. Hey, look at that! We got one already.
I'm gonna go ahead and wait this time for people to do their thing because I lost so many of my checks last time.
Okay.
Everybody can go ahead and make their rolls. I do like doing this on a session like this because that means it does pop up for everyone on rolls.
Yay.
Looks like we're doing good for Rasker. Oh, poor
I'm too
Murzog.
good. I'm too good with hammers.
And again, as a reminder to everybody, if you do increase something, ooh, hey,
Now I'm rolling low. Okay.
Ah.
ooh, look at that, we got one there from Murzog, and we got another one for. Don't want the dragon on that one.
I should be able to roll it again.
For our viewers at home, the way this works is they are currently trying to roll higher than their skill. It is the only time in this where you, for a skill check, actually, I usually roll yours. Anytime you see a fail on this, that means they get to go by 1. When your skill gets to 18, you get to pick an additional heroic ability.
I got 2 1s now.
Yeah, I got a 1 as well.
I got 2 of them.
I rolled a 1 and a I can't roll low unless it's for this.
I got everything except my lowest skills increased.
I have 1 more to do.
Okay.
Was it gonna be? Oh, it was gonna be that.
Can you roll twice for the same one? Okay. I think I already rolled for that one.
That's the last one.
Just stack all of your choices onto one just to try and get it higher.
Managed to upgrade 2 skills.
Okay.
Damn. Yeah.
So the only system I have seen, I like this system better. Guard, and I've never actually game. I don't know. Overall, I like it.
So you like it in theory?
I like it in theory. But what I like about it is, in order to increase skill, you must have a certain number of successes and failures with that skill. So if you like really overpower, like really min-max, and you don't get your failures for it, you're not going to be able to up your skills. So it actually really benefits you for skill ups to be able to.
I have to fail it. I can't get even.
You have to fail it.
Damn it.
Sadness.
That is just a quirk of this particular VTT because you're trying to roll over your skill. It just happens to be that because it has to be over, rolling a fail.
I got 3 out of 4 this time.
You just said leather armor? That was all you had?
Yeah, just the 1 armor leather.
Okay.
All right, everybody rolled all their skill checks.
Yep. Now I have a 6 in bushcraft.
Me too.
And I still only have a 5 in myths and legends, but I passed those a lot, so it's okay.
I managed to go up to a 7 in bushcraft, so I'll take that. And an 8 in sneaking. Why not? It threw me off because the secondary skills are repeating everything, so I was like, what the heck? I thought I only had 2. And I only had 2. There.
Lauren, thanks for joining us. Get some good sleep, and hopefully we get some next week. Oren, another gay unicorn in the chat, is one of my players for my game. We pro now. It's very sad.
It happens.
It does happen. You know, honestly, skipping a week is better than having.
Very, very true.
All right. How did everyone feel about session 3? We kick the White's ass.
Better.
Much
Much
agree.
better.
Well,
We're
except for
alive.
Murtog, but he's
Well,
alive.
Hey, I kicked a lot of ass.
You did?
He actually did almost
You
all the
also
damage.
died a little, almost.
It was more reciprocal this time, which is
I
fine.
think only Verkath and Murzog even did damage today.
Yeah, you guys.
I just buffed. I'm a buff
Yeah.
bard.
Yeah,
I missed
that
Yeah.
every attack I made.
You guys did actually do some decent damage. Like we said last session, honestly, I feel the immunities on the character. Again, as I said last time, I like his because times I've ran as a shot at Free RPG Day, and then we ran at the house one time, which having a first session, this thing's immune to everything but magic and fire, and it has armor. That was
It's not that it's immune, it's that it takes half damage, but it's halved before the 8 armor. So it's effectively immune.
The ghost, the lady, is straight up immune.
Oh yeah, she's straight up immune.
Yeah, she's straight up immune. The white takes half damage. It has 38 health. So it's not like insurmountable. The lady can be persuaded, but you're at Bane on the roll. And I mean, honestly, it's not gonna, because you have to make a good case for even that check. You guys didn't, so I let Megan make a roll at straight roll just to kind of see if maybe she could get to the point where you might get that option. But it's, I don't know. I like this particular one because there isn't a whole lot in it, but what's in it is important. So I feel that makes it a very good kind of first. I almost skipped this. I almost held this to be your guys' last one, because I kind of felt that this is RPG Day 20. It's kind of like the one I've ran as a one shot. I felt that this either had to be the first or last session.
I get that. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I see all the trappings of the introductory style of quest. It's just, yeah, like you said, there's a lot of just particulars that come along with it that are very odd at best.
It's definitely one that benefits from a little bit.
I could tell. I mean, just literally the difference between session 2 and 3, just with a little bit more of knowledge stuff. Just if we didn't even really have that much meta knowledge, just having a semi better like fire, just at that at all was huge.
Yeah, and like I said, I let you guys just beat them with torches. As we progress, we'll probably get a little bit more strict on, like, you guys can't. But we're trying to make a good story. We're trying to have fun. It's not fun when you come across something that you guys just.
Although, just because we've done it before, so I just looked, and apparently every group where they don't have magic, they use torches.
Yeah, it's pretty standard on this one. Another thing on this, he's Ferocity 2, so is the lady. So technically, he could have gotten 2 attacks per round, but I was not about to give him that. Not with the amount of damage he did.
Well, then Jason in chat is asking about your mic. I guess your mic was dropping out a little bit, babe.
Oh, my. So my mic, I can eat it. I can put it up here like this, and I can eat the mic, and it gets better. I usually like to leave it a little farther away, simply because this is a Yeti snowball, so it's big, and I know you guys can't see it. I was actually thinking about putting in an extra camera so I could do like behind my shoulder view. I have 4 monitors in front of me. So I have my main monitor, which is showing OBS, and that's what I use to monitor everything. My right monitor is showing my Discord, so I'm showing all of the players there. My left monitor is showing my YouTube analytics, so I can kind of keep up, making sure that we're not dropping frames or anything like that. My drawing tablet is in front of me. I have a Huion 27. No, I have a 22. Huion 22. It is showing me the VTT. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff in front of me, and when I put this mic right here, it blocks like half of my what was actually my VTT in front of me. So I'm trying to be close enough to get good audio for you guys, but I also don't want to like just have you guys just see this big old puffball on my face.
But yeah, our audio is definitely one of the things that we'll work on, just because we're also in the same room, literally like, well, I can't put my arm out and touch him, but he can put his arm out and pretty much touch me.
I don't have T-Rex
Yeah.
arms. I do also use a noise filter on my mic because of that. So we're gonna work on it. We're gonna improve as we go. We're new to this. Jason, you're absolutely probably right. It probably is the noise filter on it, and there is some adjustment to go on it. One of the things I am having trouble with is YouTube just refuses to give me chat. So unless I switch my main screen down here, my tablet, unless I switch it over to YouTube, I don't see chat live. I kind of rely on Wi-Fi for that. So we do appreciate when you guys tell us something like that, and I'll make changes on the fly. If something needs to be changed on the fly, we'll make changes. But yeah, I think the audio. I'm a bit of an audio snob. And our audio quality, even on our like pre-recorded ones, is actually one of the things that just makes me cringe. So it's one of our main ones we work on fixing.
Even though we have nice mics.
We do have nice mics, yeah. The snowballs are we have snowballs and we have a Yeti, and that's what we use primarily, and they're good mics. But part of it is we're in a small room, and both of us are in the room, so it's trying to figure out how to get our audio in, how to get everything working, and how not to have a weird echo while we're both in this same little room.
Which is why now we both have the headsets.
I almost caught a cat, guys. I almost had an extra cat.
I've been trying to catch her. She wants cuddles.
Clearly
Get her,
not.
Steve. Get her. Chase her. He's gonna chase her down. She literally has come up to me 3 times and bumped her nose against me, wanting scritches and cuddles.
But she
If that-
doesn't.
If
Kinda
that's
like
true,
the
you
cat
wouldn't have
wants
such
to go
a
outside.
hard time getting her.
But she doesn't want touch.
I want to go outside. I want to go outside. No, I actually didn't want to go outside. I was staying here.
Yeah,
It's
she
kinda hot
really
out
doesn't
there.
want to.
Just open the door and have the heat wave hit her face.
She's
Yeah.
spoiled.
It's pretty bad out there, huh?
It was yucky today.
It looks pretty yucky out there right now because I've got my windows open for once.
I got cat attacked. Steve is dual wielding Fidget and Fuzzy.
You want to guess what temperature it is here right now?
What?
76.
76? Anyone else got a number?
80?
80? It's 58.
I hate you. Shut up. For our audience, our black fluffy cat is Fuzzy Noodle, and the tabby that Steve just dropped was Fidget.
Right. What about the orange one in glasses?
Vercat.
For cat. All
For
right.
cat.
She's
So
muted again.
we've had some cat appearances now.
At least this time
Yeah,
I know I'm muted. I'm just
for
laughing.
chat,
Okay.
definitely give us feedback. We love it. You won't hurt my feelings.
Yes, they can.
No,
microphone.
you're not
He
gonna hurt
doesn't
me.
have any feelings.
I have no feelings. I do, for those who don't know, because we mentioned it kind of often, I do furry art for fun, and so I get that feedback all the time, so I guarantee they're not going to top any of the things that I've heard before. So go for it. Hit me feedback. Be brutal. Letting me know about problems is how I fix them. That's the way I see it. I won't take it as an attack. You are allowed to give me some feedback, some information. One of my things that I've definitely started on this that I like is, schedule this p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but we always go live, somewhere around 5:30 to give us kind of a little bit of wind up. Stop at 8 p.m., but we typically keep the stream going until about 8:30 to kind of give everybody kind of a wind down time. One of the things that I've liked, and I do want to work more on getting our overlays and our kind of actual like pop up for the audience for that. I keep forgetting to mess with Mix It Up and get my Mixed Up overlays back. Somebody please smack me and make that. If you smack me already. We do want to have like a Dragons and Deep counter. I've actually been debating brushing off Godot and like some sort of a proper like full overlay that I can put more stuff on. But I think like a dragon and a demon counter is something I'm thinking we need. Maybe put chat up on screen. I know like in YouTube it's there anyways, even watching later. So that's something. If anybody else has suggestions, shout them out. We're cool with that.
So far, I feel like I want like a Murzog down counter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the number of times I go down but refuse to die.
Murzog is down. Go red alert.
Yeah, but or you can flip the calendar back to 0. Just number of days.
Just because I happen to join a different Discord lately, I do have a sound for when Murzog goes down.
Oh.
Save me!
It even sounds like you.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, wifey has made me a post-it note and put it up on my right monitor, so we'll be able to work with that. We'll definitely get Mixed Up going again. I definitely might brush off Godot and see if I could make a custom overlay for other oddball things. It works good for like counters, and it's a game programming language, so I can set up like a variable for all the players and like all the different stats, and I can pop it up. Right now, guys, all you have for my players, all you have right now is your name and your character name up on your little screen. Is there anything else we guys might want?
We probably should have put pronouns.
Pronouns are definitely a thing. I know that's something I always forget because never think about it. It's just one of those like people are who people are, and I never that with anything. So we could do pronouns. That's something we could add.
The only difference is that my personal pronouns are different from my character pronouns. So that's, I don't know if that makes a difference or not.
You have no idea. I mean, how many like she her characters have I ran? I mean, if the 6'2" gangly red-headed guy with a big beard does the she her kobold that's 2 feet tall and gets away with it, I mean, you're fine.
I mean, maybe we can put
female characters before, so
we can put personal pronouns with your actual like name and then character pronouns. See.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So right now, we're in chat screen, so obviously all you see is the Dragonbane flash with our logo and our mascots Puff and Slim, with a quick cut of Discord. In the actual like in-game one, get Dragonbane logo, the cats flash shots, and player cams. Cam. If there's something somebody else would like to see, we can certainly look at adding stuff. I made what we're using right now in like 5 minutes because I just something to put up here that isn't the black screen.
And we do have a 3-day weekend, so we could definitely work on some stuff.
It's definitely on my list of things to do. So
Oh crap! We have a 3-day weekend. Shit,
Wait,
that
you
means we have
have
to work tomorrow.
You have a 7-day weekend, Mike.
Well, no, we ship product on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I totally forgot Friday is a federal holiday.
It is too. So yeah, for people who don't know, Mike is TRG Kai, which is the retired gamer, because Mike is like, does whatever he wants to do with games.
Semi-retired. I have a job. I have a schedule. It requires a couple hours, 3 days a week.
I have known Mike since I met him towards the end of middle school, but we were friends all through high school. We've been friends since. So I've known Mike for like ever. go to his house.
30-ish
probably.
years.
Close.
Not 30, but we're getting close.
We've been together almost 25.
I just randomly show up at his house whenever, just.
I mean, we still do
Sleep
that.
on the couch with the dog. We didn't even know you were there.
Oh God, I love that. When we were going to college, Mike and I would give Mike a ride because Mike didn't have his license yet, so I would give Mike a ride to school. We lived in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I worked at the local grocery store, and I worked the overnight shift. So I would get off work at like 2:00 in the morning. I would go to his parents' house, go in through the garage door, and sleep on their couch. And then in the morning when we woke up, we would go to school. They had a dog named Taz, and he's this great big huge mastiff. He was this huge dog, and he would hear me, and I would hear click 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 click. He'd be coming down, and as soon as I heard that, I knew I had to be in a comfortable position because he would jump up on the couch and lay down on me, and whatever position I was in, I was not moving.
He was just making sure you felt secure.
Yeah.
I
Warm.
absolutely did.
He was so big. He was such a little cuddle. Yeah, he was adorable.
I love Taz. Taz was a good one. He was such a big dog. I know. I love Taz.
And scared to death of small dogs.
Was.
As is often the case.
I just remember my mom picking that dog up and carrying him across the street because someone was walking their little tiny terrier down the sidewalk. And she picks this dog up, and he wasn't full grown, but he was over 100 pounds by this point.
Your mom, your little
Yes.
mom? Wow. Yeah, that
She literally had to pick him up and take him to the other side of the street because he was terrified of someone walking their little terrier.
Yeah, I think we did kind of give an overview of how we all know each other. Kel and Amanda go to Crazy Squirrel, which is where we met
I just showed
them.
up.
And then Ash, Mike found Ash off the internet and
Imported me from Michigan.
I think
yeah,
I brought her in from Michigan during COVID.
I think Ash found Mike off of the internet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
that's right. She found me.
yeah, there we go. And then, Steve and I have been together since senior year of high school, so we just collect people.
Senior year of high
And
school
we're
was
very thankful you do.
2004, so it's been a while.
Like the best people.
Why would you date us like that?
Because we're the old peoples, and I mean, look at me. I'm clearly old. Everybody knows I'm old.
You just say that because I'm older than you.
I mean, my high school was 2006, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
just
feel a
think
little
the
better.
people who were
20
born
older.
with the year we graduated can now legally drink.
I know,
right?
it's horrific. That's Aiden. Aiden's a baby.
That's what we call it. Call everyone the rest of the alien group.
Yeah, we'd
Yes.
try my dad on what we did over the weekend when we'd go down to Aliens, and we'd say, "Oh, we played with the kids."
Yeah, we play with the kids. They're all little youngsters.
Sorry,
Kel's shaking his
Kel.
head because he knows it's true.
It's very fun. I'm used to being the old one of the group, so it's kind of nice being weird being the young one again. Yeah. This hasn't happened to me since I was working in theater growing up.
Right, we
There was
are
one-
at
there was one-
our closeout point. Does anybody else have any final?
We need to roll lower next week.
Roll of
Yeah.
dice?
We need to
Please.
ban the number 19 from the dice.
That was a lot of 19s and 18s.
Yeah.
That was too.
Yeah. I'd like to
I-
save some of those for upcoming D&D. Yeah.
Last time you guys rolled dragons and demons like mad, and this time you did better. You didn't die, but you didn't roll like all the dragons and demons like before.
I rolled them after the game was
Yeah, me too.
done for the
I
Yeah, there were a
town.
lot of them when we were trying to increase in our stats, and most of them were not the one we wanted.
Yeah. All right. So, again, thanks everybody. Please like, subscribe, share us, put us out on, whatever social medias you want that aren't run by weird Nazi guys. We don't like that one, but the rest of the social medias, yeah, throw us out there. We'll catch you guys next week. Like I said, we're going to be doing some off-air decisions on what we're going to run next. I believe there's 11 quests. We'll be doing them in some random-ish order. But I'll be working with the players to figure out what we're doing next, so that from story perspective, it'll just be they'll get a choice, but per story perspective, it'll be whatever, happen to be their, on rails without being on rails thing. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, join us for next week. We'll be going live again somewhere around 5:30 for the pregame. Actual game at 6 o'clock. We'll run 6 to 8, and then 8 to 8:30 ish our postgame. Standard time for all of those. Everybody have a happy 4th for those of us who are in the United States. For anybody not, have a happy 4th anyways. I know it doesn't mean anything outside of it, but still, happy day. Why not?
Hey, they lit off an entire fireworks factory on Canada Day here.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Blow
If
everything up.
Sacramento can go hard early, we can all celebrate.
So we'll catch you all next week.
This is YOLO.
We will be editing one of our pre-recorded up for Sunday. Maybe, we don't know. Figure it out.
We just released one last Sunday, so we're doing every other.
Right. So we'll be editing and recording this week. We might do a short, or a something this weekend.
Yeah, maybe a live.
So we'll do something for you guys. Probably on Sunday if we can. Being a holiday weekend, that's a kind of a crapshoot, but we'll see. We'll try to get something out. But we'll be looking forward to getting some games out. Definitely want to do another 4-player. We not done enough 4-player games on the channel, so we're going to look for some 4+ player. Good Critters might be our next one for that. I think Mike would actually.
I really want Mike and Ash and Ian and Devin because I want to see everybody fight. I want my best friends to fight and bloodshed.
Love you all.
And we feel
yeah.
we do.
So we'll be looking on that. We're gonna be changing the rig that we record over a little bit to basically all we're actually changing is the face cam will be getting lowered a little bit to give a better view of the shelf that is being digitally put behind Wifey and I when we actually record that's physically behind us. So we'll be making that change. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so that you can do those. You have a Patreon. I know we don't have any real good rewards for a patron right now, but it's appreciated. And we do try to get some cat photos and things for you guys at least. Cat photos are worth $1, right?
You say we, you mean me.
Wifey. Right now everything's logged in on her computer. So we've got my computer and her computer for this, and then we have like the other computer for recording, and I'm thinking we're going to make the other computer our Cozy Cats. Everything's logged in there, and I don't have to try to remember what passwords are. Computer?
That's what password managers are for?
Honestly, he knows the password for everything because I made it the same, but he's lazy, so,
Anyways, thanks for joining us. Thanks for anybody that's actually stuck around for the post-game. Thanks for everybody that joined us for the pre-game. I know that's not our most entertaining, and I know that's probably not, the best for, coming in, but we do appreciate it. We will try to get going and get more for you viewers to watch and actually. But in the meantime, we're loving what we're doing. We're loving getting some game content out. I'm glad I was able to get a good player group. I really like this player group. We have some spots. We might bring guest players in time soon. We'll see what we want to do. Thanks for joining. See everybody next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.